Yeah, so you can imagine my reaction when she whipped that out.
Right.
We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SAFC Fan TV. Tonight, we're in Carabao Cup action away to QPR. I'm joined by Dino.
Hello.
We are in the Amsterdam studio. We came over on the 9 a.m. ferry this morning. Have you enjoyed your day in the Netherlands?
Well, I've been asleep most of it because I finished work at 7 o'clock this morning.
Too many space cakes?
No, just I finished work at 7 o'clock this morning. Then I had to jump straight on the ferry, didn't we? So, I mean, I've been sleeping most of the day. I mean, what about you?
I don't know, really.
Just sat and watched me go to sleep.
Yeah, I just watched you sleep. Which is
Sounds like a really good day.
The best day of my life, to be honest. But even better if Sunderland win tonight. Speaking of course, the lineups are out. Let's go back to our traditional ways. Would you like to read the QPR line?
Yeah, it looks like they're rocking a 3-4-1-2. In the back three is Dickey on the right side, D. Widges in the middle.
The
Widges, it's a weird name. And Barbet on the left. On the right of the midfield is Kake. In the middle is Amos and Che. And on the left is Abajo. In the middle of the attacking lineup is Willock. Hopefully it's not Joe Willock's brother. And up front is Dykes and Gray.
Yes, and your Sunderland team lineup like this evening. In goal is number 1, Lee Burge.
Best keeper in League One. Just saying, he's back in goal.
I was just waiting for the biggest gun ever.
No, not really.
Number 15, Carl Winchester. Number 26, Bailey White. Number 5, Frederick Alvarez. Number 33, Denver Hume. Number 13, Luke 9. Number 4, the captain, Corey Evans. Number 24, Dan Neil. Number 11, Lyndon Gooch. Number 14, Ross Stewart. And number 7 is Leon Diaku. Substitutes this evening, we've got 9. A star-studded bench. Torben Hoffman, Tom Flanagan, Callum Doyle, Aidan O'Brien, Dennis Serkin, Alex Pritchard, Aidan McGeady, Will Harris, and Stephen W. Wen. Very strong start 11, I think we'd both agree. Looks to me as if we're going to be playing I think it's going to be more of a 4-3-3 with Neil, Evans, and 09 in the middle. Could be a 4-2-3-1 with either Neil or 09 pushed slightly further ahead, or Evans could even be sitting behind them too. How pleased are you with that lineup? What
it's a strong lineup, isn't it? I mean, I wasn't expecting this. Like,
and it's a strong lineup when you put the emphasis on strong.
It is a strong lineup. There's a lot of first teamers, isn't there? I mean, Ross Stewart. I mean, I know Luke 09 is a first teamer. He's been playing really badly, but still, he's a first team player. Dan Neil's in there. Winchester's in there. I mean, it's a strong. I was expecting more kids. I was expecting the likes of Wayne in there. Maybe, I mean, just some of the kids like Almond and stuff. I was actually shocked with that lineup. And I mean, Gooch has just come back from injury, which is fair enough. He needs some minutes in. I mean, Corey Evans is with that too. Bailey Wright's been chucked in there with Alves. So that means Alves is back from injury too. Hume gets his first start since his new contract in a cup competition. I know he started in the under-21 checker trade, but I don't really count that as a competitive game.
Nah, it was against Man United under-21.
Exactly. It was basically just two young sides.
It was another. That is on par with playing it for the 23s, isn't it? Really, which is
basically that's what it was. So I was shocked. I mean, what about you? Were you not? Pardon me. Were you not shocked?
Yeah, I was, to be honest. I was expecting a mixture of fringe players in under 23s, but I think really it's a mixture of fringe players and first team players. I mean, Burge, that's an obvious second choice, but Winchester coming out at right back. I know Huggins is unavailable, but a part of us was thinking Kenton Richardson might get a run out tonight, or 09 might be put there.
Dice,
or Dice potentially, or maybe even change it like you half suggested and go 3 at the back. Alves and Wright, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. That's like the second choice kind of 2 centre halves. Hume is probably pretty much then a certain second choice, at least for the time being anyway. But Neil Evans and 09 is a 3 centre midfield. I think we'd all argue those are 3 first teamers, and 2 out of those 3 get in the starting 11 every week, with the other one probably being on the bench ready to come in for either of them. Diaco and Gooch are probably, it's hard to judge really whether they're first choice or second choice, really, isn't it? I think we can expect those areas to change a lot this season. But Stewart, you can't argue. He's pretty much our first option. And then again, plenty of options on the bench. 9 substitutions even. I think we are allowed to make 5 of those 9, if memory serves us correct, but I could be wrong. If we had any nice, reliable reporters here, they might be able to update us a little bit more. QPR, do you know anything about them?
I mean, well, they're a championship team and all that. On their lineup, I mean, the only one I even recognise is Gray. Do you know what I mean? Gray is the only one I actually recognise on there.
Is that Andy Gray?
Is it not Andre Gray? Not. I mean that's what I mean. Like, I don't actually recognise any of their team apart from that Gray. I mean, they've got Jimmy Dunn on the bench, excellent player. Charlie Austin's on the bench for them. So, I mean,
oh wow, didn't even know.
I mean, it's going to be one of them games. I've just got a feeling it's going to be one of them games where you just don't know what you're going to get, because I don't know if this is a weakened QPR team, whereas ours is quite a strong League One team. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a funny one.
Yeah, I think it should be quite a close, competitive game. I'm going to take a guess that they have rested at least a few players. Like, looking at the bench, I think Jimmy Dunn's been playing a lot this season through his social media. Charlie Austin, you would imagine, is more or less a first-team player for them. And I think Michael's mentioned a few times, I think he's got a game on Friday night, and that's not really a lot of time to pull yourself back round and be 100%. So I would imagine they've, at the very least, rested a few, typical first-teamers, and it's probably a bit more of a second string for them. And I think we would argue that that's probably a mixture of our first and second choice. If you go through the start 11 player by player. Jimmy Dunn on the bench, though, so I thought it would be a bit topical today. I did notice that there was something going around, and it was about Sunderland's apparently worst ever team since he came in League One, and there were suggestions for Jimmy Dunn to be put in there. Obviously getting a bit criticism, but I thought he was all right, mate.
I must admit, I did like Jimmy Dunn. I don't know why he got the stick he did. I mean, he was he played for a Premier League club at the time. He still plays a level above us, so he couldn't have been that bad. But I just think he had the wrong partners. I mean, when he played, wasn't the likes of Ozturk and Flanagan. Flanagan wasn't really.
Nothing wrong with Flanagan.
Not now, but because he's found a little bit of confidence. But Flanagan was awful when you think about it.
I always thought he got a bit of a bad rap. I think everyone always exaggerated just how bad he was. But I can see Peter's point. He's improved a lot. We know that at the very least.
Oh yeah, he's improved immensely. But like, he's still one of the players we've got. Like, there's a hatful of players in there now who have been in the failed regime in the last 3 years.
What?
From the last 3 years, he's been part of that failed regime.
Oh yeah.
The likes of
with
the likes of Denver Hume, Luke O'Nien, and Gooch.
McGeady as well.
And McGeady. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we would like to remind everyone that we are live, of course, on the live chat there. Amazing Llama 42. Say hello to you. Says QPR 1, Sunderland 2. That's the same prediction I went for. DJ Sizzler Watson saying, is there a live stream of the match? There is not. Well, there is, but you have to travel to Amsterdam like we have in order to gain access to it and get on the 9 a.m. ferry like we did. We'll be going back tomorrow. Got a nice hotel for the evening. Ryan McCormack as well. Gaming with Dan. Zach Robson. Dean SAFC. That's not you, is it?
No, that's definitely not me.
Tony Lee, of course, says, good evening, the two Vs. Confident. Well, I think looking at the lineups, I think we'll both agree that we've at least got a fair bit of confidence.
We're definitely going for it. It's not like we're just going there just to make the numbers up and just turn up and have a go. I mean, we're actually looking like we want to go for this. I mean, what round we're in now?
Round 4. This is the quarter final. If we beat these,
I mean, that's.
I think we're the lowest ranked team in the competition now.
Is that what we are? The lowest ranked team in the competition?
Yeah, and I think these are the third lowest ranked team.
Wow. So,
I think we're quite lucky to get these as a draw. We have a chance of going to it the next round, and if we do, you're going to get one of the big boys. Say hello as well to Marion Trowles. Hello to you as well. Luke Darby says, I like the starting like we did. I think we will both agree. Jeff Holcroft says, Anthony, they might not be V's after a night in Amsterdam. Yes, making use of the red light district I've got over here. Paul Meldrum, hello to you. Hugo as well, and to the Italian dancer says, how are the lads after Saturday? We're going to bounce back. Do you think we're going to bounce back tonight then?
It's going to be a tough ask. I mean, we are playing a team.
I've got a what? What? You said tough gas?
Tough task. Can you? I know we're in Amsterdam, mate, but you haven't lost all sense of English, are you? I mean, come on, man. But it's going to be a tough ask, or tough task, or tough whatever you think.
The joke was tough ask.
Yeah, it is what it is. But
it
was really terrible, mate. But yeah, we're going to give it a go. If we don't go through, I'm not going to be going off it and, oh, Johnson needs to go, blah, blah. I'm not expecting to win this, but it's a bonus if we do.
Yeah, I think if we get knocked out tonight, at the very least,
if anything, I'm looking for just a good performance.
Yeah, I think I agree. A few individuals who probably got a point to prove. Hume, Wright, Alves, Burge, Evans, probably, O'Nien, Gooch, Diaku have probably all got points to prove, and the rest are probably all playing to keep the spot. And that's only really Winchester, Neil, and Stewart, I think, really more or less from the players I didn't mention there. Jeff Hallcraft says, good evening to the international lads in there. Our friend Swan269 over in North America. Good afternoon, gentlemen from North Carolina. I get the game on ESPN Plus, so I get to see it live. Well, we do too, of course. Tony Lee asking for some space cakes to be brought back. Well, we would, but we aren't international drug smugglers. Only national ones. No, there's a joke for legal reasons. Italian dancing, shocking we on TV. We meant the season. Well, are there any of the games on Sky Sports? I didn't know if there were.
I don't know why, right? But they're just not like playing any of the Carabao Cup games on English TV.
I mean, I can't see how the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, we're away in QPR in West London. We've actually sold out our allocation of tickets. Why? To me, it doesn't make sense for us in Sunderland on a Tuesday night. We've already sold our away end allocation out anyway to not be able to view it on telly. That seems ridiculous.
It baffles you, doesn't it?
I understand why a lot of games can't be shown on telly because you want to try and keep, the tradition of fans going to games because it's good for the game. And I agree, and I'm in support of that movement because attendances have been dropping over the last few years in football. Well, of course, the last couple of years, more than anything recently. But surely when you've actually sold out your reallocation, it's other side of the country. You should be able to watch the game, whether it be a midweek one when everyone's at work and things like that. I think we're unfortunately we've got about 3 minutes and I've run out of things to talk about, so we're going to have to sit here in silence. Oh, one thing I mentioned, of course, as well. If you would like to purchase the mugs, we have got merchandise available now. There's a link in the description. You can go and buy your mugs, your keyrings, or a lovely T-shirt modelled by the lovely Karen. Link is in the description to them if you'd like to go and do so. The live chat is also open to anyone who'd like to leave a comment. We'll read out as many of them through the night and through the game as we can. The super chat, of course, is activated as always. If you would like to make a donation, it does go towards, all proceeds go towards running the channel, helping us out so we can grow and do new little projects and things like that. But if not, of course, it is entirely voluntary. The live chat is there. We'll read out as many comments as we can for free. Just a quick little look at the likes. We've got 136 people watching already. Wow, it's quite high numbers for before the game. Really 26 likes. If you haven't already, please do give us a thumbs up. It is also free to subscribe to the channel as well, if you would do so. But here they come, the players and the officials. Our stream over here in Amsterdam must be experiencing some technical difficulties because it's very jumpy and all over the place. We're not 100% sure on how the stream's going to go tonight. Hopefully we'll watch the game pretty smoothly. Dino excited to see Lee Burge, I can see from a little bulge in his pants down there.
I mean, he's been really frozen now, hasn't he? I didn't expect Hoffman to come in and have the impact he has. I really thought I'd see a lot more of what do you call him, Burge. But I mean, Hoffman's done really well. He's kept him out of the team, and yeah, Burge does have his faults, but I still believe he is a good keeper. But I mean, we'll see, won't we? I mean, it's just one of them. You just gotta try and have a good performance, and hopefully you'll get your chance.
Yes. On the live chat then, Anas Ahmed says, "Come on, Sunderland. Come on, Alves. Question: is this your strongest side?" From West Ham fan. Well, we've been discussing over the last 15 minutes or so how I think it's mainly a mixture. I think you'd pick out Stewart, Winchester, and Dan Neil and probably Luke O'Neill to be 4 players who get in the starting 11 more or less every game without fail. And the rest is probably mixture of players who would get in the starting 11 some weeks and others who'd probably be more left of the bench. Alves, however, he's been on the bench or he's been left out the starting 11 for most games. He's only really played in the Cups. So a good opportunity for the likes of Alves, Wright, Diaku, Gooch, Hume in particular, Evans as well. You could probably stick in there, and even Burge to make any claim to get themselves in the starting 11. Hello to DJ Earth, of course, as always. Hopefully he will be updating us with all the scores from around the grounds. Says, what channel is the match being streamed on? We need to be abroad, DJ Earth. So you won't be able to watch the game, unfortunately, from your taxi over in Carlisle. Italian Dender saying, how are the lads? Come on. Games for Life must be a QPR fan, so hello to you, Games for Life. We hope you enjoy the stream, but we don't hope you enjoy the game because we hope we win. Dino, do you want to take the first 15 minutes of commentary for the game?
Try my best, mate, yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be a perfect stream tonight. It is going to be very jumpy. I reckon that might slow it down as well a little bit. Like,
how I'm not connecting, isn't it?
oh, well, fair enough then. That's maybe. I'll turn my Wi-Fi off as well on my phone. So there we go. Over to you, Gino.
Right, QPR take the knee. I'm just waiting for the kick-off.
Stream's gone off already.
Oh, it's going to be awful, this. Right, we're just about to kick off. And it's... this, oh my God. And we're off. We're coming down the left side straight away. And it's out for a throw-in. Straight away. On the attack down the left-hand side. Get a message to Phil.
He's already said. It's our producer who's already told us that his stream is awful in another room as well.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really good, isn't it?
Yeah. We don't really know what's happening in the game at the minute.
Anyway, QPR try to go on the attack, but we do defend it really well, and we've booted the ball upfield.
But again, another playback error and the streams went off. Dodgy connection over here in the Netherlands.
First time, like, isn't it? Really first time.
Normally, Amsterdam studios got tip-top connection to the internet, but today it's a bit slow. It's like me, it's a bit slow. QPR with a free kick, we're not really sure what for. Could have been anything, Play could have been sent off. We have no idea.
Ooh, we're having some technical issues, aren't we?
We are. I mean, I was going to say try and commentate on the game, but yeah. We're getting about a second where it's nice, and then it jumps. I mean, we're a minute in and we've seen about 4 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
So,
I mean...
sorry, everyone who's expecting
I know,
some decent commentary.
This is ridiculous. I mean, can you commentate on that, Jack?
I'll try my best. So, QPR with the ball on the left-hand side, coming at the box, cross come in, it is blocked for a corner, and already that corner's been taken. A player is beaten. Oh, the ball's been paused. Does the cross go in the box or not? Well, it must have done, but it must have got clear because it's back out wide again. Oh, the ball comes into the box. QPR passing the ball around about 100 miles an hour because the stream's trying to catch up. And apparently the ball went out for a goal kick at some point. And again, another playback error. The screen is back to black. The QPR manager, whoever he is, shouting out instructions. Mad Mackham on the live chat says, hi all, a 2-1 win for me. Jeff Holcroft says, go to the adverts. It would be a smart thing to do now. CONRAD Lee, hello to you as well. The daddy from Darlington says, oh, and gives a thumbs up. Hello to Ben Allison, SAFC as well. And DJ Flash Score, MK Dons 2, Aston Villa under 21s 2. And Dino's managed to get a stream on his phone, everyone.
And it went straight off.
But this one does look to be slightly better. So over to you, Dino.
Yeah, well, QPR have the ball with their keeper. Is in Dieng. That's a funny name. Dieng. It's been headed away by Corey Evans to the left side. Well, I'm trying to commentate here. How can I do that now?
He's on both.
You don't need to see it. Right, we do apologise. This has been quite awful, and I'm about a minute behind, but we'll go for it anyway. QPR clear the ball. It's headed away by Hume only into the centre. It's been picked up by QPR. QPR run down the field. It's a good tackle there by Alves, but they do break down the left side. It's a ball into the box. It's hit off Carl Winchester, and it's out for a corner kick.
I think this is what we were experiencing about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But it's something at the very least, and at least we can give some commentary on a half-decent stream now.
We're trying our best. But the ball's on the edge of the box. Yeah, it's on the left. He goes to whip it towards the back post, and it went straight out for a Sunderland goal kick.
If you wonder what Dano's laughing out, our producer in the Amsterdam studios just came in to try and sort out our stream. Our tech whiz, whose name will not be named.
Yeah, because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's a Dutch name. I think it's Folly. Is it Wall Folly?
I don't know, but for some reason he's playing radio. I don't know why.
Yeah, he is. I mean, it's a nice song. This ain't a heartbreak anthem.
But anyway, Sunderland do have the ball in the defence, and we'll have the ball with, I believe that is Giorgio. Giorgio just gives it back to Wright, who gives it to Evans, who goes across to Alves now. Alves to Winchester. He's been put under pressure by number 22, Obajoy. He does very well. He does one spin, two spins, and he gets it away to, I believe that is Bailey Wright now. Bailey Wright just on the left of the penalty area. He goes over to Denver Hume on the left touchline. He knocks the ball downfield, looking for Rossio. Rossio tries to take it on his chest, but it's been intercepted. I've got it. And it's with the keeper, Dieng. Dieng puts the ball down. We're 3 minutes in here.
Our mystery producer has been a very naughty wall folly.
Anyway, something on the tack, shot saved by the keeper, and the referee's given a foul, as it seemed as Giaco's fouled the QPR defender. It was a good strike there. But we came down the left. There was a nice through ball by Dan Neil. Giaco there on the left side tries to go across the keeper, and it's basically straight at the keeper. It's a simple save, and then we fouled number 4, who is Dicky.
Tony Lee on the live chat saying good effort under difficult circumstances, lads. Keep it up. Thank you, Tony Lee. We're doing all we can. Hopefully, we can provide some commentary for the game.
Yeah, we're back in play now. QPR have just give the ball straight to Denver Hume. Denver Hume just crossing the halfway line now. He passes over to Giaco. Giaco back to Hume. He gives an overhit pass, but Hume will get to the ball and give it to Bailey Wright. Corey Evans now, lovely little spin there. He gives it over to Dan Neil, who gives it back to Alves, just on the edge of the box. He goes over to the left side to Winchester now. Winchester just cuts inside, moving forward with the ball.
Winchester on the left side, was he?
Right side, sorry, my mistake. And he's won the free kick. He did do very well there, Winchester. He's won the free kick by, I don't know who fouled him, but we've taken it quick for Giaco to chase. Giaco is under pressure by KK. He's done really well. He looks to whip the ball in. He cuts inside. He gets past his man. He's trying to take him on again. And he gives it back to Denver Hume now, just on the left side of the box now. He gives it to Dan Neil. Dan Neil over to Winchester on the far post. Winchester just can't keep it in, and it's went out for a goal kick to QPR.
I would sit there and say what your thoughts in the first 5 minutes, but
we've only seen about 2 minutes of it, haven't we?
We've seen a grand 37 seconds or so far. We are doing all we can. Obviously, we've got this on Dino's phone. On Dino's phone, it's clearly got better access to the internet than the Amsterdam studio TV screen. But our mystery producer is doing all he can right in front of us to make sure.
Anyway, QPR do have the ball on the left side. He's burst down left side. I think that's Gray. Gray goes past Alves. Alves has brought the man down, but the referee says no penalty. And Sunderland try and come with the ball, but he's giving it straight to a QPR player. QPR have the ball in the centre here, and he gives it out to, I believe that is Dicky. Dicky now in the middle to Amos, who gives it back to Dicky. Dicky goes along down the left side, switches the ball to, I believe that is Abajaru. That's a hard name to pronounce, to be fair. And I do believe we may have it on the big screen, even though I'm about 3 minutes behind it.
Well, our mystery producer seems to have solved the problem, and it does look as if we've got the actual stream on the big telly again. So we'd like to thank Dino's phone for its loyal service.
Oh, I might have to turn it back on. Anyway.
Right, we're going to go with it.
We're just going to go with it. Anyway, Gooch does really well on the right side there, but Abadajai does knock it out for a throw-in to Sunderland. Gooch takes it quick to Winchester. Winchester just plays the ball back to the halfway line to Alves. Alves just run forward with the ball. He's got Gooch on the outside. He gives it to Gooch. Gooch turns the ball inside to Dan Neil, who gives it back to Luke O'Neill. And there's a little bit of a foul there on the edge of the box, but the referee says no, free kick, and it's with Dieng, the keeper. Dieng launches the ball long downfield, but Sunderland do kick the ball back to QPR, and Giaco keeps the ball in play, but gives it straight to the striker. I think this is Dykes now. Dykes looking to play a forward ball, and the streams went straight back off. I think I'm just going
no, to be fair, that was only like 2 seconds to skip forward.
I think it's going to keep doing that, It really is. Do apologise. The internet here has been really, really bad. I mean, mine hasn't done that once.
No, that is a fair point. But we are, we're about a minute and a half behind.
We really are a minute and a half behind, yeah. So it's done it again, right? I'm going off my phone. Anyway, we're coming down the left side. Can Giaco keep it in? He can't. Unfortunately, he cannot keep the ball in play. And it's going to be a goal kick to QPR. It's.
Do you know what, every time you say QPR,
yeah, it goes
I get the vision in my head of the True Geordie shouting, QPR! QPR! Have you seen it?
Aye, that's when QPR got relegated that season. Aye, that was quite funny, that. Anyway, Sunderland have the ball with Gooch now, and it's went out play. I think this is what's just been on the telly there, you know.
Ruins the suspense, but we know what happens.
We know what happens here. Nothing happens. So anyway, it's with, I think that's Alves. Alves just coming forward now again, gives it outside to Gooch inside to Dan Neil, who just gives it a nice little ball back to Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien spreads the play to the left side where you'll find Denver Hume now. Denver Hume runs on the ball on the inside, goes past two players. And is he fouled? The referee seems he is not fouled, and QPR will come away with the ball, gives it back to the keeper, who launches the ball downfield where a Sunderland player will knock the ball forward, but QPR will get the ball with, I believe this is Dykes now. Dykes looks to switch the ball, but here for Sunderland player.
I wonder what happens here.
No, this is we're on track now. Bear with, we do apologise. Sunderland do have the ball now with Corey Evans. Corey Evans just knocks it back to Bailey Wright, who switches the ball over to Alves. Alves takes it down on his knee and gives it over to Winchester on the right side. Winchester just approaching the halfway line. He plays the ball forward to Gooch. Gooch does a lovely little drop with the shoulder and gives it to Danny, who spreads it out to Denver Hume now. Denver Hume out to Jarku. Hume goes on the overlap with Jarku, cuts inside, who gives it to Luke O'Nien now. Luke O'Nien back over to, I believe this is Daniel. Daniel now on the left side of the box, cuts inside, runs towards the box, goes past two players, has a shot. It's a great save by the keeper. And QPR clear the ball, but only as far as Denver Hume, who's just on the left side of the box. Denver Hume now looking to go past that. He gives it to Jarku now. Jarku goes past one player, gives it inside, looks to whip the ball in, whips it in, doesn't beat the first man, and is cleared, but it's only Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien is tackled, and QPR will hook the ball in the air, and Abadaju will bring the ball down, and Gray will run away with the ball. Gray just turns back and gives the ball to, I think that's like, and it's was that a bad tackle? The referee says it is a free kick to Sunderland. I think that's it might be Gray. I'm not 100% sure. It's a hard tackle. It was Gray. Hard tackle on Denver Hume there. I mean, what's your thoughts? I mean, we have had a good chance here. Daniel did create a very, very, very good chance.
Yeah, good shot from the edge of the box. Keeper did well to get down and save it. That's probably the only thing really count on for the entire the first 10 minutes. But we have now got a stream. It might be a few minutes behind, but at the very least, it isn't buffering, and we can give some commentary. It'll be delayed. You get your notifications before goals, and if it does, I would imagine before we manage to see it.
I really hope he has a charger because my phone's going to die.
Well, if this doesn't work,
we'll have to ask the producer if he'll bring a phone charger.
Hopefully, our producer can provide that. Just quick on the live chat, like I say, hello to my managers. Good work, lads. Let's face it, we're coming in for the quality of the form chat. Don't worry about the 3 comments. Thank you. We are doing our best.
We do try our best. I mean, we can only ever do our best. I mean, if it was just on normal telly, we could have just done this from home. But no, they have to make it come all the way over to Amsterdam to use the bad internet.
You just feel the passive aggressiveness in his voice, can't you?
It just beggars to belief. Anyway, the ball is out for a throw in here on the right side. I couldn't even tell you who's taking this. It might be Barbet. No, it's Obadajaru. That's a fun name to pronounce. Anyway, he gives it straight.
I can't wait to see it, mate.
Anyway, Corey Evans just spread the ball out to, I believe this is Denver Hume. Denver Hume has Jarku on the outside. He doesn't use it. He cuts back inside on his left foot and gives it back to Bailey Wright, who switches over to Alves. We're just inside our own half here. He gives it to Winchester. Winchester is under pressure by number 21, Chris Willock. Sunderland have the ball with Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright gives it over to Denver Hume. He's getting closed down by, it looks like, Kilkay, and it's hit off him and it went out for a Sunderland throw in.
Well, on the live chat, Canvan Hurricane is what really aggressively shout with yours in slang.
I don't know what that means.
So I get it that you say that yours. You've seen yours.
Oh, you was right. I thought maybe in QPR. I thought, come on, you QPRs. Or
well, hello, already QPR fans watching the stream. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we are trying our best. I will try and get your players' names down, but it's quite hard because
I'm not even going to try.
It's very hard to even see some of the numbers on the backs because they have the black numbers, which you can't see.
Just see that.
Anyway, Sunderland have it with Jarku on the left side. Jarku does a couple of steps forward, goes on the ins outside, looks to whip it into the back post, and it's went straight across the 6-yard box and out for, it looks like, is it a corner? Did he give a corner? I don't think he's given a corner.
Looked like it went straight through.
I mean, Jarku looks very dangerous on that left side. Does a couple of step overs, goes on the outside, looks to whip it right across. It's went straight across the 6-yard box. It's went out for a throw in. My mistake. It didn't even go out for a corner.
I would just like to bring your attention to a comment Mad Matt has put in the live chat in. More importantly than ever tonight, please don't put scores in the comments before the lads say the goals. Yes, That would be great.
Well, apparently Lee Burge has made a great save, but I've not seen that yet.
Do you want to act surprised when it happens?
Yeah, we'll act surprised. Thanks,
We'll
Woodsy. You've just spoiled it. That with
cheers, Woodsy.
Thank you, mate. Anyway, they're coming down the right side now. This is I believe this is either Kilkee. I mean, it's very hard to see who.
Just say QPR player.
No. I like this big offense. It looks like Kilkee. I'm going to say that's Kilkee or KK or however you want to pronounce it.
I'll just say that QPR player.
That QPR player. The right. Right, so that's
the one.
So that's Dykes, that's Gray. Right, I've got them two down. I just need to work out these three in the middle. Right, anyway, it looks like it's a free kick. Surprisingly, he's been given us a free kick. 13 minutes gone here. It might be more than 13 minutes, but we've got 30 minutes on here, so just bear with us. It looks like it's going to be played into the box. They've got all the defenders up. It's right on the touchline, about 40 yards out. He plays it short inside. Who looks to play it on the outside to KK. KK whips the ball in, headed away, edge of the box, shot. What a save by Burge! What a save!
I wasn't expecting that. That was a great save from Lee Burge.
It was a great save by Lee Burge.
Were you expecting him to do that?
I wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
It took a deflection, and it's a great save by Lee Burge.
Brilliant save.
And Sunderland come away with the ball, and Denver Hume looks to burst down the middle, and he is tackled by DeWidge. How would you pronounce that? DeWidges.
It's probably like DeVidge or something.
No,
I tell you what, he's probably from Amsterdam. But I know he'd probably know how to start with the internet.
DeWidges.
He's the one messing it up.
It is, mate. You're going to have to commentate in like 20 seconds. Are you up for this? Because it's quite hard to see.
Well, I'm going to do my very best.
Oh, so you better take the screen away from me.
Sorry, there we go. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, I'll say that's acceptable.
You know, I need to be to relax when I'm commentating. But tell you what, that was a great
That's
save.
A great save.
They're
just showing the replay. It was a great save. It took a deflection. It was straight at him, but it was a great save.
Straight back and play the ball, bouncing around now and keep the arse half. It's back to Dieng in goal. In his box. No pressure from the Sunderland players yet. Dieng just...
DeFridge has got a yellow card for that.
DeVidge, that's his name. Anyway, Dieng knocks it long. It's headed by, I think, Daniel and taken down by, I think, Diaki on the left-hand side. Knocked forward. I think that's Diaki who's got the ball now, actually. Tries to cut inside, but it's out for a throw-in. The referee has given it QPR's way. So we are 15 minutes and 10 seconds into the game on our screen. On our screen, anyway, and it's QPR 0, Sunderland 0. We have experienced a lot of technical difficulties so far, but we are just about getting commented here now. So Hume knocks it back to Lee Burge, now in Sunderland's box, who plays a first-time pass short to Frederick Alves on the edge of our box, knocks it back to Lee Burge, just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Burge pings it long, only to QPR defender, who takes it down under no pressure, and QPR are able to pass the ball between themselves in their own defence. I want to say that's Osman Kike with the ball. In fact, I've got no idea who it is. I'm not even going to pretend to try and think of it. Dieng, the goalkeeper.
You know Dieng.
He's the keeper. It was pretty obvious. Knocks it long. The QPR player did win the header above Carl Winchester, but there was no one there to pick up on his flick on, and is out for a Sunderland throw-in on our right-hand side. Carl Winchester then to take this right back once again. Knight knocks it short to Luke O'Nien. Gives it back to Winchester, back to O'Nien once again, who tried to go forward. He had to tackle the QPR player in the end. It was one of them first cases, a bad first touch turning into a tackle. This Amsterdam studio really is full of surprises. Anyway, free kick then, or throw in. I've got no idea. You distracting us with the photos.
Yeah, I do apologise. We will. Luke O'Nien's just received a yellow card. I mean, Luke O'Nien's having a bad time at the minute, isn't he? He seems to be getting yellow cards for next to no reason. He's trying to save goals with his hands on the line, and he's giving the ball away all the time in most of the games. I think he needs taken out the squad. I do think.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if he's. I think it might be a little bit harsh to say he's run down. I think that's an easy excuse to make, but I don't believe he's missed a game for about 2-3 years.
I mean, the lad's played a lot of football, especially this season. Pre-season as well, and he's not exactly a young player anymore. He's about 26, 27. He's coming into the prime years of his career, where you probably just start to need the odd little rest here and there. He's been, dealing with a shoulder injury all season. I think tonight would have been a great time to bring one of someone like Patrick Sona in for a game. But we went with O'Nien. Anyway, free kick then, left-hand side, about 25 yards from goal. Decent opportunity for QPR to whip this one into the box. So I've got just about everyone back. The ball goes into the box towards the back post. Lee Burge punches it away. Only as far as the QPR players track back to pick the ball up. on the touchline, knocks it back to the halfway line. Now the ball's swung forward towards the box on the left-hand side, heading towards the box. Alves heads it away. It's fought to QPR player on the edge, but good work from Dan Neil forces him to turn around, and QPR on the back foot a little bit here. Gooch picks the ball up in our own half, knocks it up the line, but before Diaku, I want to say, could get that.
Gooch. Right, you find yourself on the right side. Who cut it out? See it.
It was Odubayo. Anyway, we're back in play. Winchester trying to knock the ball in the field. QPR intercepted it though, and QPR have the ball just coming over the halfway line. Ball spread out towards the right-hand side. Great tackle from Denver Hume. Got there before the QPR player could. Out for a throw-in to the blue and whites. Out on this right-hand side, which is going to be taken any second now. It's not back to another QPR player. It's past another QPR player. Back to that previous QPR player. And all the way back to another QPR player. Dieng in goal. Good pressure from Stewart. Knocks it forward over the halfway line. Headed down now into the centre. The QPR striker picks the ball up, knocks it out towards the left-hand side. He's cutting inside now, coming towards the edge of the box. They now work their way into the box, coming in from the left-hand side. Ball goes into the centre. Little turn there. I think that was 09, went to the back of the player, but to be fair, I thought the QPR player backed into him as opposed to 09 going to the QPR player. Referee hasn't given anything. A dodgy little pass there from QPR, however. They got the ball in the centre circle. Good pressure from Sunderland's putting them, unnerving them a little bit. QPR putting a few dodgy passes in here. They've managed to keep the ball all the way back to Dieng in goal. Now, Dieng knocks it forward towards their right-hand side, but Denver Hume picks the ball up, sends the ball up the line. I think that was Gooch, couldn't quite win the header. QPR have the ball in defence. It's swung forward, back towards Hume yet again. And that's the ball run out for a throw-in on our left-hand side. Adam French says, class CONRAD, keep it up, great show. Thank you very much, Adam, for those kind words. Anyway, then, Denver Hume to take this throw-in out on the left-hand side. It's difficult to commentate like this, isn't it, Adam?
It is. It's not
weird angle.
It's not easy when you've only got a little screen to look at, but it's been running absolutely fine.
It has. We had no buffering, so well done to Dino on the innovation. Winchester now at right back, bringing the ball forward, slips it up the line, looking for the runner. Gooch, poor ball forward. Really, we're never going to get that out for it. Sunderland throwing out on this right hand side. Throw into Sunderland on the right-hand side, about halfway between the halfway line and the corner flag in QPR's half. Jeff Hallcroft on the live chat is, think you need to sack your producer, doing a great job. Thank you, Jeff Hallcroft. He is rubbish. Nice little 1-2 between Gooch and Winchester. Winchester got the ball back. Stewart came over towards the right-hand side to pick the ball up. Knocks it back to Gooch. Gooch drops it off back to Alves, who's in Sunderland's half now. Alves swings it over the halfway line towards the box. Diaku takes it down inside the box. His touch was just let him down a little bit, didn't it? And the QPR player got the ball anyway.
Was he offside there? I'm not sure. It looked quite close. We'll see. Oh, it's tight.
Upon first view, it did look he's offside, but
he has been flagged. He's been flagged for offside.
He's put his flag up anyway. It was a pure touch from Diaku, though, really.
The thing is, he's breaking them lines, isn't he? He's looking lively.
Diaku, I think he's very good off the ball. He makes a lot of those runs across to the point where literally centre back can play it forward. Anyway, Odubayo couldn't quite keep the ball in there. So it is a Sunderland throw-in out on our right-hand side. Carl Winchester to take this one with the ball in his hands. Daniel Stevenson's his house, Amsterdam, lads. Well, Dino's been asleep all day. I've had a wonderful day in the hotel room. Amsterdam is lovely. It's a nice night, you can see. Although, funnily enough, it tends to be the same weather every single time we come on.
Problem, Denver Hume is down with an injury. I mean, it's off this tackle he made about 5 minutes ago. And, I mean, he's been limping the reckon, so... I mean, it's not good. He's just recovered from an injury. And our producer, I mean, what is he doing? He's literally just walking the room.
Coming in, Wall Folly, our producer in Amsterdam, popping his head around the door.
And leaves.
Yes. Jeff Hallcroft on the live chat is saying, where is Diaku playing? Diaku and Gooch are playing on the wings. And they're interchanging quite a bit.
Is this a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1? Because...
I want to say 4-3-3, but with Gooch and Diaku part of that last three interchanging, because I've seen them both pop on both sides quite frequently. So they're making a substitution here already. Denver Hume's night is over. So unfortunately, Denver Hume on what is, I think, his second senior start. The first one being Man United under 21s has been forced to come off the pitch after only 22.5 minutes. Tatley put in a few minutes ago. It was a good tackle as well. Bit concerning,
isn't it funny? You make the good tackle, but you're the one who gets injured.
I know.
I mean,
it's life, isn't it?
It's just unbelievable. I mean, Denver Hume signs his contract after all the nuisance of the summer. Was he staying? Was he going? He signed, and he gets injured again. He's been riddled with injuries, this bloke. You know what I mean?
It's like you driving your car on the road perfectly, someone pulling out in front of you and crashing into you.
You know what I mean? Denver Hume is off, and it looks like Dennis Sirkin will take his place on the left. I mean, it's still a good substitution to bring on, but I would have liked to avoid bringing Sirkin on. I think Sirkin's someone you need to leave for, you know.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, Sirkin probably wouldn't have been getting any minutes tonight, and Hume will be getting pretty much a full game to aid his recovery back to full fitness. But disappointing, really, because now we're back to having one left back, and you know, with Huggins now injured, I think Dan Neil will probably be our next option at left back, or Luke O'Neill. So hopefully that is just a precaution he's came off for. It's a slight knock, but with him just coming back from injury, it is a bit concerning.
Yeah, it is concerning. I mean, he was playing all right, Denver Hume. He was getting past players. He made some good tackles, and it's a shame to see him come off injured. Anyway, we're back in play.
We are back in play now. QPR bringing the ball towards the edge of the box. It's slipped in. Into towards the goal, but a brilliant save by pretty average, routine, standard save from Lee Bird. Really,
it was, wasn't it?
Picks the ball up. We're getting short of replay as well instead of actually being able to see what's going on in the game. But Tom Wallace says, can't sack the producer, Van der Philly, who, of course, Van der Philly's playing about with some wires. He's not listening to us. Anyway, we're back in play. Keep Odubayo with the ball on the left-hand side. Ball comes over the halfway line. QPR bringing the ball forward out on this left. Gooch putting a little bit of pressure in. We might have to stop for just a moment to improve the commentary, though. QPR passing the ball out on this left-hand side, still just inside our half. Evans committing a foul there. Free kick taken more or less straight away. Ball knocked back into QPR's half, back into our half again. Ball's just getting past about the halfway point. Say half again, Jack. Back to the QPR centre-back, who knocks it over to the other QPR centre-back. A little bit of pressure from Diakio there out on the left-hand side. O'Nine's joining them as QPR try and work the ball up our right flank. Good interception there from, I think that's Dan Neil. Nice little ball into, is that Diakio? Heavy touch cost them just a little bit as QPR come away with the ball. QPR the ball in the midfield now. If you can hear Nick Barnes talking on commentary, we do apologise. Odubayo now on the left-hand side.
I think you've got that name down.
Odubayo. Yeah. It takes years of practice of pronouncing his name. Been waiting for this moment all my life. I think that's Luke Amos now. Ball goes out towards the left-hand side. Goes back inside to Odubayo. Nice little pass from him. 1-2s out on the left-hand side. Comes back inside to Luke Amos. QPR in the centre circle now again. Ball goes back into their half. Just over the halfway line now into the left-back area. Comes in field now. About 25 yards from goal in the centre. Cutting forward. Ball goes over towards the right-hand side now. Can they get the ball to the box? They can do. Overhit slightly and out for a goal kick.
Can I just say, if you are watching and you're not doing much, just watching us, share it on your Twitter. Try and get some new viewers in. Let's try and get the views up. We've got 170 in at the minute, and you know, thank you for joining me. But if you can share, try and get some more views, it'd be absolutely appreciated. It really, really would. Anyway, we're back in play here on the left-hand side with Odubayo, your favourite new player. Odubayo.
I hope we find him in January, because it would be wonderful to pronounce his name every other Tuesday night or so, sat in here in the Amsterdam studio. Luke Amos with the ball then, back out towards the left-hand side, goes back inside to Odubayo. Is this not what we've just seen?
No, it's not. Trust us, it's not.
I swear, that's identical football, what we experienced before. Anyway, it is. I think he's going to go back here now. Told you.
Well,
but QPR are seamlessly playing.
Oh, yes.
It is.
You are correct.
So we are experiencing stream problems yet again, unfortunately. We'll be back with you in just a minute. I did see a funny comment there, but I don't know where it went. Van der Philly, our producer over here in Amsterdam, is trying to sort the stream. No, that wouldn't work. Is trying to sort our stream out so we can provide you with some commentary. There is 172 people watching. If you are enjoying the stream, sat listening to us kind of trying to tell you what's happening in the game, 67 likes we've got. If you could hit the thumbs up button, it would be much appreciated. See if we'll get 150 before the end of the night. So 68 likes if you can't hit the thumbs up. It is free to do so. And of course, it is free to subscribe as well. We're back in play, are we?
We're not at the same point again, are we? Because it just seems to. It looks like it's just starting to loop a little bit.
We're in danger of experiencing just being on the loop, aren't we? Winchester's about to take a throw in out on the right hand side anyway.
I mean, I'd love to know. Well, apparently we're only a minute behind. Actually, well, 2 minutes. My mistake, but I would just stick it with this one for now.
This stream appears to be slightly better so far. Someone got a free kick out on the right hand side in the right back area. Then, kind of on the edge of our own box. So I would imagine Winchester will be there to take this one. Adam French is asking, did you borrow Bauer's internet? Yes, Michael Bauer's internet was supplied to the Amsterdam studio, and that's why it's rubbish. But Sunderland to take this free kick then out in the right back area. Carl Winchester stood over this one, deep inside our own half, knocks it forward up the line. Van der Filly, our producer, is standing in the way of the screen, so I wish I could commentate on what's happening. Anyway, it is Adebayo picking the ball up, running over the halfway line, knocking it over to the player on the left-hand side, who brings the ball back into QPR's half, and the strain.
Tell you, man, stick to mine. Don't trust that.
Do you want to take up? Nah, but we're going to try with this one for a while because that's only stop once. Adebayo.
No, stop 3 times. Yeah, trust us.
Do you want to try with this just for 5 minutes? Yeah, is it 30 minutes?
We'll try. Anyway, it's with Willock. Willock now just passes over to Amos. Amos over to De Widges, who plays it back to Amos in the centre, who plays it inside to Gray, who is tackled by the Sunderland player. Jock, who skips past one, is tackled by the other QPR, and he gives it back to De Widges, who goes all the way back to Dieng. Dieng has the ball now. He launches the ball upfield, and it's went off again.
Well, I've just had a text from someone else who's watching in the Amsterdam studio. There must be a lot of Amsterdam studios who's said if you fiddle about with the settings a little bit, we might be able to improve things.
I mean, it just keeps happening. Anyway, we've got the ball here with our keeper, Lee Burge, who gives it to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright under pressure by Gray. He's doing very risky things there. He gives it outside to Daniel. Daniel turns on the ball and moves the ball forward very nicely. He plays it to Ross Stewart, and it's been very underhit, and it's been taken away from him by Rob Dickey. Dickey plays the ball forward to Willock, who gives it back to Dickey, who gives it all the way back to the keeper, Dieng. Dieng has the ball now. And he will go along, looking down the left side of the field. It's been headed away by Frederick Alves. Badab, how do you pronounce it?
Adebayo.
Adebayo wins the throw in. Adebayo will take it. He throws it in play and gives it to Dykes. Now, Dykes miscontrols it, and it's been taken off him by a Sunderland player, and he gives it forward to Ross Stewart. And it's went off. So I'm going to stick with mine, honestly. I might be a minute behind, but mine does that far less than what it does on the screen, unfortunately.
Well, I'm going to try and change that technical situation.
I don't think you'll be able to be fair, you know.
I'm going to try and get up.
Wait, you're just going to sit at the side of the screen now?
Only for a moment or so.
Anyway, Sunderland are defending here. Adebayo has the ball on the left side. He plays it inside to Dykes. Dykes just plays it back to Willock. Willock just cuts inside and gives it over to Amos. Amos, little spin on the ball, and he gives it over to the right side to Dickey, who gives it back to Amos, who goes to play it inside to Gray, and Gray is dispossessed, and Sunderland will have the ball, but it's a little bit scrappy here in the middle, and it's being played back to, I believe that is Dickey, who gives it all the way back to Dieng.
Well, when Van der Filly next comes up, we've got a suggestion for him.
Yes, I'm just sticking with mine. It's much easier. Anyway, QPR just have the ball in the centre now. They're just playing with it. De Widges has the ball.
Oh.
De Widges goes forward to Willock. Willock with a bad touch, and Sunderland get the ball. Corey Evans takes the ball off him, gives it all the way back to Lee Burge. Lee Burge now just gives it out to Bailey Wright. This has already happened on the other screen, but we'll just go with it. I know what happens. Daniel does a lovely. No, Daniel does the lovely little spin and gives it straight to the QPR player. QPR just passing it a little bit about here, a little bit. Dickey to Amos, who gives it all the way back to Dieng. I mean, it's been a very stale game, hasn't it? Really, let's be fair.
It has. Well, Emma Wilson is asking, evening lads, just got on. How are we playing? I mean, from what I've seen, not too bad. But we've not been able to see much of the game because the stream has been more or less on and off. We are getting people asking as well, where can we watch the match and what channel are we on? Of course, we are in the Amsterdam studio. So, you know, the streams we're watching will be unavailable in the UK, hence why I had to get on the ferry this morning.
I know, I was tired. Anyway, so there, Giaco's closing down.
You're
The
always bloody
Widges.
tired.
I know, the Widges does clear it. It's out for Sunderland. Throw in on the left side. I mean, I'd love to know what minute we actually are on. To say how
It's
far.
probably half time.
Yeah. I mean, what's the time? The time is 20 past. So if you can't off it,
I've gone off at me, like.
half time. So I think we're about 3 minutes behind because half time should be about half past. So anyway, Willock has the ball. He gives it to Amos, who plays the forward to Gray, who gives it out to Kai, who looks to whip the ball towards the back post where Dykes will not get there. It's been watched out to play by Winchester. It's out for a Sunderland goal kick. Can you not check, see what minute we actually are on, see how far we actually are behind?
I can do. I can tell you exactly how far behind we are.
I mean, I think Sunderland have took down another good following down on a Tuesday night down in London.
Yes, 2,800 fans, I do believe.
I mean, that's tremendous support for a team playing on a Tuesday night down London.
Like literally nearly the length of the country. Gordon Seymour saying there, 2,800 SAFC supporters at QPR this evening.
It's anyway, Adebayo, I can't pronounce it. Anyway, Gucci's away, but he's just been tackled there by, I believe that was Barbette.
Our stream says we're in the 34th minute now, and then it says on the 36th minute here.
So about 3 minutes behind.
We are roughly 3 minutes.
That's not massive, you know what I mean? It's 3 minutes, it's fair enough. Sunderland do have the ball with Lee Burge. He just gives it out to Corey Evans. Corey Evans plays the ball forward to, I believe this is Giaco now. Giaco finds it. No, it's Gooch. Gooch finds himself on the left side of the pitch here. He does really well to shrug off the two QPR players and gives it back to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright now gives it over to Dennis Serkin, who was subbed on for Denver Hume, as Denver Hume has went off injured, if you didn't know already. Lee Burge with the ball just plays it back out to Bailey Wright just on the edge of the left side of the box. And he's there doing a little bit of footwork, and he gives it back to Lee Burge. We're playing a bit dangerously on the edge of the box. I don't really like it, but Lee Burge, let's see how his distribution is. Lee Burge goes along looking for Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart doesn't win the head as De Fridges wins the head. Daniel brings the ball down and gives it to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright will look across field and gives it to Winchester. Winchester under pressure by Ebajaru. He looks for the long forward pass toward Gooch, but it will be cut out by Barbette, who gives it straight back to Dieng. But Ross Stewart goes to close him down, and Dieng clears the ball down the left side of the pitch, straight out for a Sunderland throw in.
Robert Walker is asking us to show the game on camera. Well, unfortunately, for those of you watching the UK, that will be illegal for us to do.
That would basically mean SAFC Fan TV would no longer be its channel, because it would just be, it wouldn't even be a copy share, it'd just be right, he's on a channel no more. So unfortunately, due to circumstances, you can't do that.
You'll have to do what we do and get on the 9 a.m. ferry from Amsterdam this morning and get on the 9 a.m. ferry tomorrow back home just to watch.
Anyway, QPR with a shot. Edge of the box, straight at Lee Burge, comfortable hand. And this is Dykes done very well there. He just managed how to get the ball on the edge of the box. I mean, it's shown as a replay now. It looked like it was given away by Dan Neil. Dan Neil with a bad attempt across the box. And Dykes just takes it down on his chest, runs about 5 yards of the ball, takes a shot from about 25 yards, straight at the keeper. Anyway, Ross Stewart now cuts inside, goes past two QPR players and gives it back to Winchester. Now, Winchester on the right side of the box looks to play it towards the back post, cleared by the Widges, only as far as, I believe this is Dan Neil. Dan Neil does his trademark little spin on the ball and gives it to Corey Evans, who plays.
Call him De Fridges for now.
I will. Anyway, Luke O'Neill finds himself on the right side and gives it all the way back to Frederick Alves. Alves gives it back to Bailey Wright. We're just in our own half here. Bailey Wright just spins and gives it straight back to Lee Burge, the best keeper in the Carabao Cup. Lee Burge gives it out to Dennis Serkin. Dennis Serkin charges forward with the ball. He looks for the long ball towards Lyndon Gooch, and it goes straight through to Dieng, the goalkeeper. On our stream, it's almost 36 minutes gone, which means it's about 39 minutes in real life. Well, in real time. So just bear with where we are trying our best. We've had a lot of technical issues over here in Amsterdam. And Dieng will clear the ball forward, looking for Dykes, but Frederick Alves wins the header and knocks it out for a QPR throw in about 30 yards away from goal on the left side. Anything to add, Jack? I mean, it's been a bit of a hard watch, this, hasn't it?
Well, Adam French has said he's got the game on ESPN Plus in America, but the commentary by us too is better. And we can't even say the game, so can't rely on me. Their commentary must be.
I mean, American commentary is very, very serious, isn't it? Like like
football.
No, it's like when they go, it's out of bounds. When they say stuff like, "How did man goes out for a throw?" And it goes, "The ball is out of bounds." Like,
do you want to comment on that?
No, I couldn't.
Go on.
I couldn't.
There's like 9 minutes left before half time.
I couldn't do it. Anyway, we've just gotten a member for 4 months, CONRAD Lee, our trusty friend CONRAD Lee. Hopefully not a late one if pens happen. Does it go to pens, does it?
I think it goes straight to penalties because obviously Carabao Cup, they don't want you playing too many extra minutes in the week.
Oh, Adebayo whips the ball in and it's went straight past Dykes, but it finds a bit to Kai plays the edge of the box and it's just wide of the right-hand post. A great shot by, I believe that is that Amos? Amos with a shot out on the edge of the box and it just goes wide of the right-hand post. I don't think it was Amos. It says 8, so that's what I've seen.
Well, anyway, a good effort from you.
I mean, yeah, Kai gets the ball and plays at the edge of the box and it's about a yard wide of the right-hand post.
Well, I've got some nice news for you, Dino, because Jeff Holcroft has said Dino is such a pro. And if he is such a pro, then he'll be in for this award.
That was Che. My mistake. That was Che with a shot. Che. Anyway, Sunderland have the ball here with Lyndon Gooch. Lyndon Gooch plays it back to Carl Winchester. Carl Winchester just moves forward with the ball, looking for options. He's got Gooch on the outside. He does use Gooch. Gooch turns on the inside and he is bundled off the ball by Abadejayo. No foul. Abadejayo runs away with the ball. He cuts inside. He is fouled by, I believe, Corey Evans. It's Dykes with a shot, just wide of the right-hand post. It was a good play there by QPR again. Quick counter-attack after a bad bit of play by Sunderland. Gooch tried to out-strengthen his man and just fell over. Abadejayo just runs towards Frederick Alvarez. He cuts inside, gives it to Dykes, Gray, who gives it to Dykes, who toe pokes it wide of the right-hand post.
Colin B is saying, when you see wee Philly, will you tell him I'm still waiting for my keyring? Lol. Well, we won't be saying Philly for a little while because we're in a different country.
We are.
We've got the Dutch equivalent.
We've got Van der Philly.
Van der Philly.
Lyndon Gooch has been given a yellow card. I don't know what for. I wonder if he just complained to the ref. Another yellow card for Gooch because he kind of kept his mouth shut.
First start back in the team since his injury.
Yeah, it's been given as a corner, so I'm guessing he took a deflection. Corner whipped into the back post. It's went past everybody, and Kai will try and keep this in play, which he failed to do, and it's been given as a Sunderland throw in. I mean, Gooch, right? This is what I hate about him. How old is he now? He's about 24. And he still acts like a child when he gets fouled. I mean, I think this is the yellow card. Look, he got fouled, and I think he just goes and complains to the ref. I mean, come on, mate.
Gooch will be turning 26th on Christmas Eve,
and he still gets booked for talking back.
It's pathetic. It's one of those things you do when you're a young lad coming at the team and you don't really understand. Fair enough, you can understand the odd player getting a yellow card for simulation once in a blue moon. But Gooch, it's every game. He's not understanding whether rightly or wrongly. Like if he's fouled, just don't go with the referee complaint. Yeah. They're just going to pick a yellow card.
Yeah, and most of his yellow cards are from that.
They're sort of avoidable.
Yeah, all these yellow cards are avoidable. All yellow cards are avoidable, but with Gooch, it's because he can't keep his mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut and just play the game. Stop complaining if referee doesn't give you.
Neither can you.
Right. You go up to the referee, you complain. Does the referee ever change his mind?
Well, I can tell you from personal experience when you're refereeing, you've got players complaining to you. You never, ever change your mind. In fact, the only thing that goes through your mind is, if you keep doing this, I'm going to give you a yellow card. I can tell you, as a referee myself, complain to the referee. If you go about it in a nice way, it can actually be all right. But going and whinging, it's a pointless exercise. There's no positives to it because you just get wound up as a ref yourself. And
the bloke's 24 years, 25, 26 years old, and he still hasn't learned. Stop going on with the referee because you're just going to get like yellow carded. And anyway, there's nothing really happened on the screen. It is a throw-in to QPR just on the halfway line. Abadejayo will take this. He throws it to, I believe that's Willock. Willock gives it back to Amos. Amos switches it over to Dickey, who gives it forward to Dykes, who gives it out to KK, who gives it to Che. Che now switches the ball over to Abadejayo, who brings it down just on the inside the box on the left side. Looks to get past Winchester. He turns back on himself and gives it. I don't even know who that is. I believe that's Che. Che looks for the shot, hits a Sunderland player, and it falls to Amos, who gives it back to De Widges. Gives it over to Barbet, who was tackled by Stewart, but he retains the ball and gives it to Amos, who gives it back to De Widges, who gives it over to Dickey now. They're just inside their own half here. 41 minutes gone.
Very interesting names, haven't they? Dickey, De Fridges.
I know, it really is. Anyway, it's
Amos.
Barbet hits
Gray.
it. Barbet hits it off Gooch for a throw-in. It's been quickly taken by QPR, and he gives it to, I believe that's Willock, who is fouled by the Sunderland player. And I don't even know what's happened. It's been given as a foul. There's a foul. Corey Evans has deemed it a foul, the QPR man, and they've taken it quickly, looking for the switch to KK. KK brings the ball down and gives it to, I believe this is Che. Che whips the ball in. Frederick Alves! Oh, he nearly scores an own goal. Oh my God. Frederick Alves takes a wild swipe at the ball and it just goes over the bar.
Was it as bad as terrible Thomas's?
Wow. Oh, wow.
That is worth commenting on.
That was a good clearance, to say the least. It just goes over the bar. Unbelievable scenes if that would have went in. That would have been Virginie-esque. It
would have been terrible Thomas-esque. And if you were with us last Tuesday night, the own goal scored by Terrible Thomas.
It was very terrible.
It was terribly tremendous, to be honest, the way he put that on the top corner.
And the best thing was his name was T. Thomas, so Terrible Thomas.
It was Terrence, I think, or
Terrace. No, it was terrible. Anyway, corner whipped in from the right side. Headed across, Frederick Alves clears, but it's another shot by, I believe that's Amos, and went straight over the bar for a Sunderland goal kick. I do apologise if I am getting some of these player names wrong. It's still quite hard to tell who was who, and I am trying my best. I think that was actually Willock with a shot. I do believe it was Willock, and Willock just blasted about 40 yards over the bar. Probably went out the stadium.
Well, it's only a little stadium.
I mean, there is the Sunderland fans just there.
There's mine.
Where is that your mate?
Well, they were there. 4 or 5.
Anyway, Winchester gets tackled and it's out for a Sunderland throw in. Is the referee? Yeah, referee's giving a Sunderland throw in. It's probably half time in real time, but we are on the 43rd minute of the game here. So please do not spoil if anyone does score.
He was called Terrell Thomas.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you that. Anyway, QP on the edge of the box. Gray now in the box, has a shot. Saved by Lee Burge. I mean, Lee Burge is having a fantastic game so far. Sunderland clear the ball.
He's made a few decent routine saves.
Not routine saves. No.
There was 1 or 2.
The thing is, though, do you know if you let one of them in, go, should be saving that? He's saving everything he should be, so that's good. There's no such thing as a routine save.
Just calm it down.
Anyway, it's a bit scrappy in the middle. Abidajayu gets the ball and bursts down the left side here. He's got I think that's Willock on the overlap. He uses Willock. Willock tries to cut inside. Frederick Alves stops him. It's here with Che now. Che to Willock. Willock just on the about 25 yards out of the box in the centre here. Gives it back to Amos. Amos over to Barbet. Barbet looking for the early cross. He whips it into the back post and it's went all the way through to KK. KK keeps it in. Plays it back to Dickey, who gives it inside to Che. Che with a fake shot cuts inside. Looks to play it. Dino loves the birch. QPR still on the edge of the box. Yeah, they're playing some nice football, but Luke 9 will give it out to Jarku. QPR having a bit of a dominant spell here. Jarku plays the ball down the line for Stewart. Stewart is just absolutely being outstrengthened and being bundled off the pitch, and the referee given a free kick.
Well, Mad Mac, I mean, kind of in relation to what you were saying there, says I feel like we need half-time sharpish. QPR are getting on top of us just a little bit in the last kind of 10 minutes or so. DJ Sizzle Watson, this is probably England women at 10, scored 10 tonight. Well, if that is true, that is very impressive from the Lionesses.
I mean, that is quite impressive. They've got some good players in the women's team, to be fair. They've got the legs of Mead. I mean, Steph Horton. I mean, I'm sure
that's the only one I know. I'm not going to pretend to know her.
White, I'm sure a girl called White plays up front. She was banging them in the World
Cup. That's the one who does the.
I think
that's the weird thing with that.
I don't know if she's retired. I don't know if she'll retire or not, but she was class in the World Cup last season. Anyway, Sunderland have a free kick here, about 30 yards on the touchline away from goal. It's whipped in towards the middle. It's headed away by QPR, but Sunderland will retain the ball. Corey Evans knocks it out wide to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright somehow finds himself on the right side. He looks to whip the ball back across the box. It's headed away by QPR, and Daniel tries to get there before Gray, but Gray nips in and gives it to, I believe, Dickey. Dickey plays it down line looking for the run of KK, and Sunderland do keep the ball in play. And I think that's Daniel ran it out for a throw, and they've taken it quickly, but it's a good tackle by Luke 9, who hoofs it all the way back to Lee Burge. And Lee Burge picks it up. I would count that. Could you count that as a back pass, or do you reckon that's just a hoof and it just went straight back to the keeper?
The rule of the law is that it's got to be an intentional pass. So if it's just it failed clearance, then you pick it up. It's fine.
Anyway, 2 minutes of added time here, and we're a minute and a half into it. So it looks like some will go into the break 0-0, hopefully. Anyway, Jarku's been a lovely being played Jocko's got the ball on the left side. It was a lovely ball played, I know. Jocko cuts on the outside, goes back on the inside, goes on the outside. Does he win a free kick? He wins a free kick in a very dangerous position here. KK has fouled Jocko. Jocko doing very well there. Went on the inside, on the outside, on the inside, on the outside. Thanks, referee Jack Van Dodds.
Swan269 says regroup at half-time. Well, if we don't get a goal here, I think half-time.
I'm guessing there's been no goal because no one said anything. I know, but anyway, Sunderland do have a free kick in the dying seconds.
I'm working with amateurs, Van de Dino.
Fat Dino more.
You said it, not me.
Anyway,
this
is a very Dr. Doom he was, wasn't he? You know what I mean?
Van de Dr. Doom.
It was anyway. Sunderland have a free kick in a very dangerous area. Is Luke 09 over this, or is that Giaco over this?
Please don't say Luke 09.
I think it's
a bloody free
kick
again.
I don't know. It looks like Giaco.
Looks like Giaco. I'm sick of 09 taking free kicks. It's not what he's meant to do. That's not what he's on the pitch for.
I think Luke 09 actually went over and take it there. You know?
Well, you should have just helped him not.
Giaco hits it straight off the wall, and the referee. Oh no, it hasn't went out to play. Yeah, I thought it went out for a throw in. But I believe
whoever that was made sure it did.
It did, aye.
It's not, we're not going to keep it.
And it's been, the whistles went here for half time. It's Sunderland 0, QPR 0. A very hard start time at the start as the stream just was not working. It was jumping all over the place. It just wasn't very good to watch. But we managed to get the reliable phone on hand. It's on charge, so we're not going to run out of battery. And it's been doing very well, hasn't it? Actually.
Yeah, I mean, since we kind of got this stream set up, we've since we got the stream set up, we've actually not really experienced many difficulties. It's seemed to be pretty smooth. We are a bit behind, so unfortunately, if there is a goal, it might get spoiled in the live chat. Hopefully, it doesn't, but you never know. Mad Martin says, "Is Jack or Dino going out for the Amsterdam Brownies at half time?" No, we're saving them for after the game. Brian Halliday says,
well no, because my doctor says I am you are what you eat, and in my case that's everything, so I need to stop.
I can't believe the doctor actually said that to you.
I need to stop eating. Well, mate, he was a very professional doctor.
Well, he must have been if he's calling accurate shots like that.
it was like proper low blows, but you know what, I needed it. You know, I'm on the water. You say, look, I'm on the water. Well, I'm turning my life around.
In the words of Cristiano Ronaldo, everyone should be drinking water. Which is something I disagree with. Anyway,
you disagree with?
Exactly. What's wrong with a Coca-Cola?
I didn't think you were a Coca-Cola kind of person. I thought you were a very healthy man.
Mate,
yes. Yeah, you're fat like that. I'm only kidding. Go to your doctor, as he'll tell you.
He really go. Well, you are what you're eating in that case. That's everything. Anyway, back to the chat. Jeff Hallcroft is saying, "Dodds, will you sit up straight and cast?" Well, it's difficult, Jeff. You know, with the phone and the sitting back the stream and the comments. Van der Philly, our producer, no relation to Wee Philly, has just sent me a message saying Jack loves cakes.
So do I, clearly.
Obviously. Paul McVeigh saying decent first half, lads. But Brian Halliday says QPR on top, looking vulnerable with some big guns at QPR still to come on and 5 subs. That is correct.
Can I ask, are QPR actually doing any good in the Championship? Like, are they doing any other relegation, other mid-table, or are they up there with the top?
Let's have a little look, because I mean, I would imagine this QPR team tonight is somewhat of a second string.
But some Championship second string teams are still good.
Oh yeah, exactly. QPR. So far this season, they are... Oh, I've missed them. I went past them. They are 7th, so they are sat just beneath.
So they're not a bad team in the Championship. Yeah, they might be playing a few odd first-team players in a lot of the second string. But remember, your squad, your team is your full squad. It's not just the first 11. It's the whole squad of 25 men or how many you're allowed to have. So in hindsight, Sunderland aren't doing too bad for a team we have in League One, because technically, we're not the greatest team in League One. We are a good team, but we're not the greatest. But yes, I mean, we had one moments. Giaco had a shot very early on. Dan Neil cut through, had a shot. But other than that, QPR getting on top. They've seemed to have controlled the game very well. And Sunderland are just trying to deal with that at the minute. I mean, do you reckon a formation change would do something, or some other personnel changes?
I don't know.
Because we do have 5 subs, don't we?
I think it's been a pretty, well, 4 now, but I think it's been a pretty competitive game so far. It's been a lot of midfield battle. And to be fair, I think both teams have had chances. Daniel had a shot from the edge of the box. We've got a ball swung in from across a few times, and we've had a player get on the end of it. Equally, they could have scored a couple of times. Alves came close to scoring an own goal. Burgess had to make a few fairly decent saves.
Well, standard saves, you said.
No, I'll give him credit. To be fair, he has made a few decent saves.
When people saying standard saves, even the most standard saves still go in. So you've got to. Keeper's job is just get in front of the ball, make sure it doesn't go in the net. So it doesn't matter if it's straight at you.
Really, I thought the keeper's job was to let the ball.
I'm trying to make a point. Jack. Stop interrupting. Don't interrupt. It doesn't matter if it goes straight at you or it's right in the corner. Just get your body in the way and don't let it go in the goal. And that's what Lee Burge has done. And we always associate Burge with having a clanger. He hasn't had one yet. He's got a point to prove. He's out the team for Hoffman at the minute. And he's got a point to prove. I think last season, no one was battling him. So he could afford to make them mistakes. Because who are you going to stick in? Remy Matthews. Remy Matthews and a very inexperienced Patterson. I mean, Lee Burge really had no competition. Let's be fair. Lee Burge got competition, so maybe he stepped up his game. I don't think he's as bad as people say, but he just.
I think, as with our fans, most of the time it was exaggerated how bad he was. You know, it's like I think it was the same with Dobson. Like, fair enough, he might not have been brilliant.
No, Dobson had them games where he couldn't pass the ball 5 yards. And
he
had a couple of games like that.
I disagree. I think, don't get us wrong, he did make the odd howler. And fair enough, he wasn't the best player, probably not good enough to get no midfield every week, and but I think it's a common thing. It's football fans in general just being.
And see what Brian Halliday has just said.
Just being fickle.
Dino loves the burger.
He does. Clearly, according to your doctor.
God's sake, man.
Chrissy Davison says we'll come out stronger second half. How we the lads Hogan pie, peas and chips.
Pie, peas and chips, as in like that's what my dad makes us every day.
Well, that's
yeah. But dad, that needs to stop. The doctor has been on the phone. Well, he's not been on the phone. He's telling us to be face. I'm eating everything. I need to stop eating. So you need to make some healthy stuff, like a salad. DJ
Effort says go to the Baghdad studio. There are no restrictions there. Well, there's no restrictions here. It's just rubbish.
I mean, there's a lot of non-restrictions here, isn't there, Jack?
There is.
You can do a lot of things here.
There's plenty of different laws over here, which I'm sure Dino in particular, you'll be making the most of. Colin B is finding something very funny on the live chat. Mustn't have been one of your jokes, Dino.
Clearly not.
Conrad was saying something earlier that I was going to bring up, but unfortunately, it slipped away from the screen. So that's just gone. Well, I mean, he said that, but he said something else as well. Brian Holiday says SAFC holding their own, but very little offensive play. More a case of continuing QPR. Yeah, I think that will be a fairly decent assessment of the game. It's been difficult to judge for us because we've been watching 5 minutes and then not watching any, and it's been watching for a minute and then it cuts off and been trying to sort the stream out. And Van der Philly, the producer over here in Holland, keeps coming in, and he's been.
Yeah, I don't even think he knows what he's doing.
He's been making use of different laws, so he's all over the place.
I mean, I thought there was a time he just walked in, looked, and walked out, and I was like, cheers, Van der Philly.
That's what happens with certain things that can be legal over here and not over. Van der Philly, he must love that stuff.
Anyway, if you're on the stream, we've got 169 people in the stream. If you could like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. The chat is free. Thanks for everyone. Thank you for everyone who does interact and talk to it and our members. I mean, it is.
Yeah, because no one would talk to Dino.
Yeah. My only friends are all on the chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My chat family, as I like to call them.
Yes. We've got a comment from Hugh Jass, who says,
"Oh, what's happened there?
Are we still live?
Are we still live?
Apologies if nothing happened and you've just seen a very confused
keep your feet away from the wires.
Jack and Dino, but all the TV screens went off and had a panic attack. It looks as if we're still live.
Oh, we're still live. Can you go on YouTube? Can you go and check on yours? Because that was a very. We were just literally just about to mention something and everything just went black. So
right, we're still live.
Yeah, I've just had Conrad just said still live. So do apologize. That was a very keep your feet away from there. Because I don't know if that was you.
Sorry.
It could have been you. It could have been something else, but that was very scary.
It's me big flippers that are getting in the way.
Your big
it's these Crocs. They're always...
Got Crocs on?
Obviously not. Oh, I'll pick you up, man. Hugh Joss, anyway, a wonderful name, has said up the Blues, and he's put some blue.
Well, you didn't pick us up because we're in the hotel, you dirty.
I picked you up from the hotel. I took my car over here on the ferry.
The hotel.
I brought my car over on the ferry. You can do that. Parked at the hotel. And I gave you a lift to the studio in Amsterdam. Yes, put that down, Dino, because you know, there are a lot of fun artifacts in, that sounds wrong, in the Amsterdam studio.
Yeah, it's a great studio, to be fair. I love this studio.
It's lovely.
I didn't know QPR beat Everton to get through.
Neither. But it's a very impressive result for them.
It is. I mean, Everton didn't have a really like a weakened team out. They had the likes of Iwobi and Gray and stuff playing. So, I mean, QPR have done well to get through. I think it went to penalties. That's fair enough. I mean, 50-50.
Conrad Lee saying, is huge Jas? I mean, you said Jace, but I think you mean Hugh Jas. Referring to Dino, do you have a Hugh Jas?
That's a Hugh Jas. Ah, right, yes.
I thought you were joking there.
I do, Conrad. You should know. But yes, I mean, I nearly broke the car when I calling it Jar. I mean, Van der Philly is not very happy with you.
Van der Philly, our producer over here in the Netherlands, isn't very happy with me. Anyway, Nation Radio Coventry says, great show, lads. Burge having a good game when he played for us. He was like Dracula, scared of crosses. That'll offend you.
That was quite. That's quite good. But I don't believe he's scared of crosses. I just believe he's just not a very. That's not his. And that's hot. And it's meant to say catching crosses isn't his game, but that's what Keeper is meant to do. I think
you're clutching at straws. To
try I am, but I just don't think he's as bad as people say. He's having a good game so far. I mean, on the whole, he's been one of the better players on the team at the minute. He's making the saves.
Yep.
His distribution's been quite good. I mean, as a whole, I mean, Giarke was very dangerous in the first 10 to 15 minutes, and then it's quite been quieted off because we tried to contain him. I mean, if there was any substitutions to make, I would like to see Luke O'Nien off. I wouldn't mind to see either Wern come in or maybe a Pritchard, but I do believe that O'Nien needs to get out the firing line. He hasn't done much this game. He looks like he's lacking a lot of confidence at the minute.
He's knackered as well, like playing football.
No, I think that's just an excuse. You know, I mean, Is this the
point? Is this the point when you tell us that you used to play football twice?
No. His game's energy, and he even look like he's lacking that.
Because he's exhausted. He's playing 2 weeks every game.
I think he's
2 games every week.
I think he's lost a bit of confidence. I think take him out, give Wern a go, give Pritchard in there. I mean, Ross Stewart hasn't really been effective. Maybe, I mean, would you give Will Harris a run out, or do we care that much? We want to go for Stewart on the pitch?
I don't. To be honest, I'd be looking at giving the likes of Harrison and Stephen W, who've travelled down with the squad tonight, some minutes. When are they going to get an opportunity like this? It's actually a championship side. Let's be fair.
I think it'd be a good experience for them. It's not like we're playing a weekend team, so you can help them along the way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They've got experience around them. They've got the likes of Chris Evans, Corey Evans.
Chris Evans.
That's Captain America, that isn't it? Sorry.
I doubt he'd be getting a run out. Like, I thought it was that ginger comedian.
But Chris Evans is Captain America. But you don't watch films for some reason.
Chris Evans. I swear it's the ginger comedian.
Well, Chris Evans, Captain America. Don't ever question me. Don't question us. Get back anyway. We're just waiting for the team to really come out. I mean, would you like to see any changes at all?
It is the ginger comedian.
Well, there's a ginger comedian. Oh, he done Top Gear, didn't he? As well for you, and he was that bad. They sacked him.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, you don't watch telly there. No, Chris Evans is a DJ apparently as well. Well, there's a lot of Chris Evanses out there. Put that way. We just need 3 more likes to hit 100 likes. If you could smash the like button, try and get one to 100. We need 3 more. Just 3 manzy little likes.
3 little birds sat on my doorstep. We'll be playing that song later on, won't we?
Or 3 brownies.
whatever brownies. 3 little birds. Bob Marley.
I don't listen to Bob Marley.
Oh, it was a joke about the brownies.
Oh, don't. Your jokes are, well, I hit 102. Thanks very much.
My jokes are very hard to understand sometimes. They're a bit complicated.
You're just very hard to understand.
I think that's a fair point. I do talk in the middle of that. I confuse myself, really. Exactly. DJ SFC says, can I just... I'm guessing he's meaning to say pre-order my SAFC Fan TV underpants modelled by... Well, you can get them modelled by Wee Philly or Van der Philly, whichever one you do.
I prefer Van der Philly.
Yeah, he's a nicer bloke, isn't he, really? Oh, I've got a pretty stupid t-shirt. He's got a pretty stupid t-shirt.
Yeah, he's got one of the greatest t-shirts I've ever seen.
And he's not received it yet. So, Philly, there's a problem here. Colin Bates in 106 likes here. Now 107, so thank you to everyone who did hit the like button. 108 we're at now.
I was going to start counting them every time we go. 109 and 110.
Well, it hasn't been 109 yet, but when it does.
But honestly, thank you for everyone who's tuned in. It's been a very hard stream, a very hard watch. We seem to have things a bit more under control now. 110, and we're just going with it, really, aren't we?
111. Yeah, no, it's been a difficult one tonight, really. The stream's been on that, but we're trying to do all we can, and even still with the on
111
on what is it, 111?
Oh, sorry.
Even with it being on Dino's phone, it is still a little bit difficult to make out who the players are.
112.
But thank you to the 166 people that are still watching. The 2Vs, we're only at 67% capacity. We are strongest with Michael Bowers, our third V. Just brings the Venus into the room a little bit more.
The aura of the Vs.
The aura of the Vs. We walk into a room and people go, yeah, there's the 3 Vs. They're over there. They've entered the building. Mad Macklin says Van der Villy is far more chilled out. Yes, he does seem far more chilled out. He does. That other one's all right. So it's 113. Jeff Holcroft says it's been average. I hope he's not referring to a commentary there.
Yeah, he likes to call what average these days, because I don't know. He's just spanner man, isn't he? You know what I mean?
He's a right spanner man.
He really. I think I'm going to demote him.
Yeah, take his moderator status away.
Take his spanner off him. Make him a bit. make him cry.
114.
Just saying.
Not everyone deserves to be graced with the spanner.
It's a lot of responsibility.
It is a lot of responsibility, but with great responsibility comes great power.
Oh, God's sake.
And, sometimes it can go to people's heads and they can get ahead of themselves and start thinking that, they're better than they are and stuff like that. And, extra responsibility isn't always good for people. So, Jeff, is it
we are just waffling now, aren't we?
Well, this is what you've got to do when the players are coming out in 20 seconds and you're thinking, we can't start a new conversation.
Have them changed the keeper? That didn't look like the same keeper.
That doesn't look like Dieng. And I liked seeing his name, so I'm not very happy about that.
Senny Dieng looked like he might have just been replaced.
Well,
if that's a substitution, that's a strange substitution, unless he's injured, because I thought Dieng been playing okay. I didn't think nothing. He's been doing anything wrong. Lee Johnson just looks like he was talking to the QPR fans. I don't know why you'd want to talk to any of them lot. I'm only kidding. It looks like QPR are going to be kicking off here. Obviously, it's your country. They are kicking from left to right. And any substitutions we'll let you know as soon as possible. So, Jack, away you go.
Yes, QPR will be kicking from left to right.
I've just said that.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't listening because you bore the life of us. Anyway, it's back to the QPR defence now. We are into the second half. Ball swings forward towards Sunderland's box. It's a header by Frederick Alves that goes forward, taken down by a QPR player, but it was a bad touch. Only out for a throw in to Sunderland. Gooch on the right-hand side, ready to take this, but he lets Winchester take it, who comes forward just behind the halfway line. Gooch picks the ball from the throw-in, knocks it back to Frederick Alves on the edge of Sunderland's own box, over to Bailey Wright at left centre-back. Frederick Alves, right centre-back. Wright knocks it forward. Not really to anyone. Odubayu takes it down, knocks it forward. Good turn from the QPR player who received the ball, but Winchester's able to get a foot in. Out for a throw in. The referee says,
"Well, Dean, who spelt his name wrong there."
Well, hang on 2 seconds here. We're back in play. Winchester picked the ball up, knocks it short to Gooch. Gooch is taken down. No foul given by the referee. Alves swings it forward, taken down by a QPR player in midfield, and played short. And the ball's on QPR's left-hand side, our right. Good header from, I think that's Alves, out for throw-in. What were we saying?
Dean, who spelt his name wrong, by the way, says about 3 minutes behind. Yeah, we've been about 3 minutes behind most of the time. It is what it is. We'll try our best. Just don't put anything in the air to spoil the game for us. We're just going with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, even at the best of times, being Dino trying to go 3 minutes behind.
We are
pretty slow individuals.
We are. Anyway,
we are back in play now, and we are coming forward. Oh, Dan Neely's made a couple of duff passes tonight, and that was one of them there again. Stopping what could have been quite a promising attack, but he is putting the pressure on to make up for it there. He does get a touch on the ball. QPR regain possession out on the left-hand side. It's out, however, for a QPR throw in.
Yeah, but again, on the what do you call it? On the game, we are 3 minutes behind. So if you are watching it ahead of us, please try not to spoil anything, because we already know Lee Bird made a really good save, and we were 3 minutes behind. Then he made a really good save, and we had to act surprised. Yes, so if you can just keep it to yourselves.
115.
If you can keep it to yourselves, it would be really appreciated. Thank you for tuning in. We're doing our best, and we're going with Jack's average commentary.
It's not as good as yours. Ball goes forward now, flicked on by the QPR forward and taken down at the edge of the box. It's knocked back a little bit deeper into the midfield. The ball gets swung out towards the right-hand side now. Near the corner flag. Cross comes into the box. Lee Burge is able to catch the save. Showing he isn't actually allergic of doing it.
He can catch a cross.
Well, he's got no excuse now then, has he? Goes short to Carl Winchester. who cuts inside now towards our midfield. Ball's bouncing on, but it goes back to Lee Burge, who throws it out to Dennis Serkin, who, of course, got substituted on in about 33rd minute, it would have been, for Luke O'Nien. Knocks it short to Diaku, and he runs up the line. Ball gets knocked back to Bailey Wright. The attendance night has been announced, 15,372. I believe just 3,000 of which are Sunderland fans.
That's not too bad for a cup game.
For a cup game, a large proportion, of course, are Mackems. A very good support, I think, really. Serkin knocks it forward to Stewart. Back to Serkin, just inside our own half. Out on the left-hand side. Knocked forward to Ross Stewart, who cuts inside now, quite deep. Well, about the halfway line. Switches it to Carl Winchester, who tries to drive forward. His run is QPR intervenes to stop his running. It is out for a throw-in on the right-hand side. Winchester to take this one then. He throws it short. Back to Winchester. Some passes going on the right-hand side there. Hard to see who's got, I think that's Gooch with his back to goal. QPR player getting up his back there. Gooch knocks it back to Frederick Alves on the halfway line in the centre circle. Over to Bailey Wright, just inside our own half. Wright looking to try and play the ball off. He does to Dennis Serkin, who's at left back. Little pass forward out wide into Ross Stewart, who's found himself very out wide on the left again here. Serkin knocks it forward into Diaku, but the flag is up. Looks as if Diaku.
I'm finding it very strange that Ross Stewart's near the halfway line. I mean, our game is about getting crosses into the box, and we're most attacking threats at the halfway line. I mean, I don't know if he's been told to do that or he's just doing it because he's sick of sitting up front not doing anything. So I mean,
again, when a striker gets frustrated, he wants to naturally get involved.
But isn't that when Johnson's supposed to say, Stewart, what are you doing? Get in the box.
I mean, you never know. He might have said just to draw them out and confuse them a little bit, changed up. Sorry, that was me, not on something. Again, do apologise. My Crocs getting everywhere. Headed down now. Carl Winchester on the edge of our own box, swings it forward. Ball goes over the halfway line. It is again knocked long, however, by a QPR defender. Winchester heads it forward, taken down by Gooch quite well there. And a player comes through the back of him. A referee gives a free kick. Gooch trying to take it quickly now, just inside our own half on the right-hand side. Didn't manage to do so. Gooch switches the ball from this free kick over to Dennis Serkin, but the referee's asked him to take it again.
Why?
Clearly he wasn't happy.
Oh, is he going to have a word with one of the manager? It looks like he's going over to the manager. I don't know what one. I believe he's going over to Lee Johnson. If they would like to zoom in, no, they haven't. Who's that? McAllister.
Jamie McAllister. He's having a word with. And in typical Sunderland coaching and staff fashion, they're right in the referee's face. This tends to happen every game.
I've just turned that brightness up, mate. I didn't realise it wasn't all the way up.
116.
We are 50 minutes into the game, probably 53 in real time, but it's a free kick to Sunderland, and there Jim McAllister's had a really good telling off.
Yes, the ball goes forward now. It is headed away by QPR defenders. Sunderland pick the ball up with Carl Winchester. Tries to knock the forward and get attack moving, but it intervened well by a blue and white shirt. That's a good turn, but I think Alves jumped in a little bit quickly. The referees decided it was a foul, however, by the QPR forward, and Sunderland have a free kick just inside of 1 half.
Brian Halliday says Gooch is at it again, kicking the ball away. Like a child now, ref having a word with SAFC bench. Time for Evans to have a word with Gooch and calm the... Oh, I shouldn't have put that on. Calm the jockey down.
He's calming the jockey down. Anyway, the ball goes forward on the right-hand side. It stopped by QPR defence again. QPR trying to come forward. Picked up by a Sunderland player there. O'Nien knocks it back to Alves. That was Wright who picked the ball up there before. Alves swings it forward towards the left-hand side. Headed down by Dennis Serkin. Headed down by Diaku. Back to Dennis Serkin, who cuts inside. Knocks it back out wide to Ross Stewart, who tried to find the run of someone. Couldn't quite do so. It was intervened by Dicky. Yes, it was Dan Neil. Hello to Van der Philly once again, who has got another phone for us. And I assume this one,
yeah, and
that's terrible.
It's already buffering.
That was buffering straight away. I mean, we're going to have it here for a minute. We've got another phone. That's all.
Van der Philly's give us his phone.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll try it.
Keep that on. Just keep this on.
So we've now got two phones. Look at us. We'll give it a go. Thank you, Van der Philly. You're much better than Wee Philly, who would ordinarily be our producer back in the UK.
So how far we're behind? We are 2 minutes behind.
Oh, it's buffering again, that man.
Yeah, mine.
We're just gonna watch it on.
Yeah, mine hasn't buffered once.
We're just gonna accept that we are going to be a few minutes behind. We are back in play now. Sunderland with the ball on the left hand side. Lyndon Gooch cutting inside. Gooch trying to play the ball off. He manages to find Danny on the edge. Lovely ball at Luke O'Neill on the left-hand side. He cuts it back across, but it was a good block from the QPR defender going out for a corner. Karen on the live chat there saying, don't look at the photos. Yes, there could be absolutely all sorts.
Why would Van der Philly have photos?
Because Van der Philly is nuts, isn't he? And the type of photos he would have on there, you know, of Van der Karen.
I mean, that was really good play. I mean, Luke O'Neill did look for the pass across the goal.
Good football, sharp football. Corner taken quickly.
No corner.
Short to O'Neill, back to Diaco. Diaco tried to put a cross in out for the corner, but no, it was good, quick football from Sunderland there. Van der Philly is back up once again, trying to sort out our strain. This one doesn't seem to be buffering quite as badly, so nothing must happen from that corner. We've jumped forward a few minutes. Diaco has the ball in our own half. Ball goes out for a throw in. We're going to try with this, so we'll jump forward about 2 minutes.
It just keeps doing
buffering again. Van der Philly, thanks for your efforts. We're going to use Steve.
Yeah, might have
to you as well. V to you as well. Son with the ball on the right hand side. It slipped forward now to Lyndon Gooch. Gooch just cut into Sunderland's box, getting on his left. Cross was wide and over. Wover. Goodbye, Van der Philly. Thank you for your help. That's going to distract us. So, yes, to you as well. Anyway.
I mean, that was a terrible shot by Lyndon Gooch. He came in on his left foot.
Well, I think it was a cross.
No, that was a shot, that mate, honestly.
Oh, Helen. Dino knows, apparently.
Oh, did he just say have he still got his phone? Or did he take it back?
No, I put it over there on my phone. Then.
Yeah, let's be fair, Van der Philly doesn't have the equipment I do.
No, he doesn't. He needs to invest more heavily.
He does.
He does. And, you know, instead of making, you know, artifacts such as that. The ball goes forward now. QPR are able to flick it on. There's a bit of head tennis.
Hey!
Nearly 55 minutes into the game, but, you know, we'll manage
you
to
recognise head tennis doesn't seem to be much of a thing these days now.
No, but it was. In the olden days of last season, rolling back the glory
It was like
days.
5 times a game, wasn't it?
Well, the 3 V's would just be constantly saying, you know, head tennis. But, you know, maybe we're playing on the floor a bit now. Dan Neil with the ball. Swings it forward towards the right-hand side, but is intercepted by a QPR defender. Knocked back to the goalkeeper now. Not Dieng, though.
Is it? It might be Dieng, you know. I don't know.
Anyway, he plays and goal for QPR. They're all the same, really, aren't they?
He's just the keeper.
Alves takes that long ball down and finds Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright slips it into Luke O'Neill. O'Neill finds Dennis Serkin, who slips it forward to Leon Diaco out on the left-hand side. He's got his back to goal. Well intervened by a QPR defender now. Diaco trying to win the ball back. And unfortunately goes out for a QPR throw-in
should be
out
a free
on the
kick.
right-hand side. Dino thinks it should be a free kick.
I do believe it is a free kick because Diaco is moving forward, so I think he did win the free kick for that. He did get kicked in the back of the leg there, I would say. We've caught it by 2 minutes now, I do believe. I mean, we're catching up. You know what I mean? Like I say, we're not perfect. We try our best. Just stick with it. We do try.
Yeah, Jeff Holcroft on the live chat says, V's are up for it tonight in Amsterdam. Well, you never know. We might be coming back no longer as V's if we have a good night in Amsterdam. But the ball is cleared. Referee had his hand in his whistle for something. It's a QPR throw-in. I'm not sure.
Couple of bad passes there, which could have led to them on the attack, but we did manage to clear out for a throw-in. QPR
throw-in then taken. It is with QPR's defence just inside their own half now. Goes towards their right, our left-hand side. Nice little turn there from who?
Chair.
From Chair. I wonder what he sits on. Dan Neil gets the ball, though. He passed that. How that was terrible. Anyway, Diaco knocks a low ball in the box, but it was caught by the QPR goalkeeper, whether it's Dieng or someone else. Oh, it is Dieng.
It is Dieng then, is it?
So you were just causing...
No, it didn't look like the same keeper.
Anyway, back to the man in question, Dieng, who sends it long. Can Sunderland win the ball here? Corey Evans nods it forward. O'Neill wins the flick on, looks for the runner. Dan Neil headed back to Dieng in goal. Yes, Philly put a comment in, they might not be V's when they come home. You never know if you ever look like in Amsterdam.
What happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam.
Well, exactly. Anyway, the ball was trying to play forward, but was a good interception from, I think that was Ross Stewart in the end, out for a QPR goal kick. Apparently, DJ Earth has said Diaco hamstring. Brian Halliday, Diaco was limp, and that's what I've picked up on. But that'll be excellent, wouldn't it? Adding to the problems.
I mean, I'm going to have a look at him now to see if he is. I mean, he's looking okay. He doesn't look concerned. Might just be one of them injuries where you just got to limp a little bit and then it just goes.
God, Jeff Holcroft has put an awful suggestion in the live chat. I'm going to take that one off the screen straight away. Sorry, Jeff. But anyway, ball goes forward. Bit of head tennis going on once again. Like London buses, this, you wait 57 minutes for one and two come at once. Anyway, QPR knocking the ball about in our half. Goes back to the defender just inside their half, back inside our half, back to the halfway line now, out on the left-hand side. Turns back towards his own goal.
He's done well there.
Back to his defender. Sunderland did have pressed QPR all the way back to their own box. It's now Dieng who has the ball. Dieng sends it long. QPR player picks it up. Another nice little flick on. And a player unmarked on the right-hand side can drive at Dennis Cirkin now. Decides to dig it into the box. It's headed down. Not quite anything happens. Evans managed to get it away. Dan Neil couldn't quite take the ball down. And it goes out for Sunderland throw-in out on the left-hand side. And Mad Mackham is also happy to see the return of head tennis on the watchdogs. Brian Halliday saying QPR getting ready for a change party. And Colin B, a very fair assessment, says the jokes need some work. Well, they really do, Colin. They really do. They are terrible jokes. And they're mine. Dennis Cirkin ready to take this throw-in out on the left-hand side then. With a ball in his hands. Well, it didn't seem to take it, but he did apparently. Bit of head tennis once again. Three instalments of it. Ball picked up on the right-hand side now by QPR player. Couple of Sunderland players trying to win the ball there. Cirkin's the one who gets a foot in, but the QPR player comes away with the ball, but the referee's already blown his whistle, I believe, for a QPR free kick out on this right-hand side. Well, we're 59 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. QPR have a free kick out on the right-hand side. Still 0-0. Been a fairly competitive game. QPR maybe just slightly the better team.
Yeah, but you would expect that with obviously with them being a championship team. I think Sunderland held their own quite well, to be fair.
Yeah, it's been a decent performance so far. QPR with a decent opportunity to get the ball into the box. From this right-footed ball goes into the box now. QPR do win the header. It's bouncing about a little bit. It's cleared away by Dennis Cirkin. Gooch picks the ball up and drives towards the right-hand side with it. Gooch has lost the ball, but the referee's given a free kick, and it is time for Dino to take the mic.
Right, I'm going to try my best again. Put that over there. That's for the end of the season. Sunderland do have a free kick. 60 minutes gone. It's probably 62 minutes in real time. It does look like QPR are ready to make a change. I believe that's Charlie Austin getting ready. The reliable Charlie Austin.
What a player he was back in the day.
He really was. Anyway, Sunderland take a free kick quite quick. Winchester cuts inside and gives it back to Frederick Alves, who I think's had quite a good game, even though he only scored no goal. It's been quite good. Bailey Wright now. Bailey Wright plays the ball forward to Dan Neil. Dan Neil just gives a little drop with the shoulder and plays it out to Winchester. Winchester approaching the penalty box. He cuts inside. He marches forward. Looks to play it inside for Ross Stewart, but it doesn't make it to Ross Stewart, and it's been cleared by De Vridges. But Luke O'Nien chests the ball down.
That's what you need to make less trips to De Vridges.
It looks like Luke O'Nien has been given for a handball.
And more trips to the gym.
Anyway,
Jeff Holcroft on the live chat says, talking to jokes, nearly half of the second half, and not one mention of your hair, Jack. Well, normally we're getting about 3 minutes into the stream, but we've managed an hour and nearly 40 minutes. So
it's always him. Always him. Anyway, there is a substitution there. Gray, Andre Gray is coming off, a former Premier League player, and Charlie Austin is coming on to replace him. I mean, that's not a bad little change to make. I don't know what Charlie Austin is like these days, but hopefully he doesn't score. 61 and a half minutes played, and Charlie Austin is on the pitch. Anyway, they're coming forward with De Vridges. De Vridges plays the ball forward to Dykes, who is tackled by the Sunderland player. Referee says no free kick. Sunderland will try and break here on the left. Gooch finds himself on the left-hand side. He cuts inside, goes very well. Tries to make, he took it too far, and he is tackled, and QPR come away with the ball. Chair has the ball now. He's under pressure by 3 Sunderland players. He plays it all the way back to Dickey. Dickey now looking to play the ball.
It's a horrible name to get born with that, isn't it?
What Dickey? He's called Rob Dickey. Che has the ball and he plays it over to, I believe, Barbette to De Vridges. De Vridges over to Dickey. Dickey now just looking for a pass. He plays it back to De Vridge. De Vridge looking for a pass. Sunderland they look very well organised here. He plays the ball forward. It's a lovely little flick there by Che. Che plays a 1-2 with the winger, and it's Sunderland have the ball with Lee Burge, and Lee Burge will clear. Luke O'Nien looks to play a first-time pass to Dan Neil, who plays it back to Winchester, who plays it to Alves, who plays it to Lee Burge. Lee Burge launches it over to the left side to Serkin, who brings the ball down and gives it to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright plays the ball forward down the left side, looking for Gooch and Giotto. Looks like they've switched sides here. Gooch does some nice there. He is bundled over by Dickey, and a free kick has been given.
Well, do you know, every producer needs a glamorous, gorgeous assistant. And just coming in the room there was, of course,
Van der Karen.
The wife of Van der Philly, funny enough. There's a lot of similarities between them and, of course, our team back home, isn't there? Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's a Van der Conrad as well.
Oh, we're making 2 substitutions here.
Van der Jacob
O'Brien and McGeady will come on, and I think who will make way is probably Giorgio and Gooch. That's what I'm going to get. No, number 4, Evans is coming off. Oh, that's different. I wasn't expecting that. So Evans is off for did that say O'Brien there?
Gooch
and Gooch.
Gooch has still come back from injury, so he's played just over an hour.
He hasn't played too bad. He still has his. Okay. So Evans and Gooch off for O'Brien and McGeady.
A question from Brian Gatner saying, just got off the roof. What happened to Hume? Injured again? Yes. About half an hour at the game, I want to say just over, I think. Hume did come off injury. It was actually from a good tackle that he put in, and I think the injury was from that. So, unfortunately, it looks as if Denver Hume is off injured, and that's why Dennis Serkin is now on.
And it's never good when the player he still tries to play and he just tries to continue, because he's probably made it worse. You know what I mean? And Chip Van did. Let's see. Anyway, Sunderland do have a free kick here. It's about 45, 50 yards, and close at the halfway line than it is the penalty area.
News in League One, by the way, Wigan 0, Lincoln 2. So good result going on in League One at the very least.
I think this is Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright looks to play it down the left side, looking for Aidan McGeady, and he's overplayed a terrible free kick, and it's a QPR throw in just near the corner flag on our left side, their right side. It's just, we're holding our own, but we're not creating chances, are we?
No, not really. I think we're just kind of cancelling out whatever it is they do.
I think we're holding on for penalties,
It could be one of our best chances to win it, let's be fair.
Yeah. Anyway, Dickey has cleared the ball in the air. Luke O'Nien is underneath it. He does win the header. And O'Brien tries to flick the ball forward, but he doesn't. And De Fridges has the ball in the centre and plays it back to Dieng, the keeper. Dieng will kick the ball over to the left side where he'll find Adjaro. He hasn't been on the ball as much, Adjaro. And there's a little bit, it's a bit scrappy in the middle, but Sunderland do clear the ball down the right side. O'Brien looks to try and keep the ball in, but the player has left the ball. Oh, no, it's Giotto. Giotto did chase the ball, and Barbet let the ball go out to play for a QPR throw in. 65 and a half minutes gone. He throws it in play. Willock switches the ball to KK. KK now bursting down the right side of the field. He's really, really running. He's got Luke O'Nien for company. He does a couple of shimmies. He plays the ball into the box. It's cleared by Sunderland. O'Brien does very well there.
You give him all.
O'Brien's tackled KK. KK goes past 2 players, whips the ball into the back post, shot by QPR. It's over the bar. Charlie Austin with his first chance of the game. KK done really well there. He goes past 2 Sunderland players. It looked like he was going to go out to play, and KK done really, really well there. He just glides past O'Brien, whips the ball to the back post. Charlie Austin, first time volley. It's about 2 yards over the bar. It's not a bad effort.
He could have got on target.
That's a hard chance to try and get on target. He just hits it first time. It's about 2 yards over the bar.
2 yards?
That was about 2 yards.
Oh, 10?
You must be a terrible referee if you think that's 10 yards. Yeah, anyway, Sunderland dispossessed QPR the ball. Ross Stewart plays the ball forward, looking for the run of Giotto, but the QPR defender just shrugs him off the ball, and it goes all the way through to Dieng, who balls it out to, I believe this is Obadjaro. Obadjaro runs forward. He gives it out wide to Willock. Willock inside to Amos, who gives it back to the QPR defender, who kicks the ball out, and Giorgio went down with another injury. It's not looking good on the injury front here.
It really isn't. James Pickering, your friend, of course.
Yeah, I'm going to interview his dad, Nick Pickering. He's played for Sunderland.
There we go. Sam Greenwood just coming for Leeds. Yes, he was at Sunderland, came through our youth ranks. I think he then went to Arsenal after us and then for Leeds. So good to see young local talent doing well, even if it's not in our club. It's always nice to see. Straight to pens. Yeah, if it's 0-0 at the end of it, well, if it's a draw at the end of 90 minutes, it will go straight to penalties.
That's not good, Jaco.
Apparently, Pritchard's coming on for Diaco as well. A lot of people seem to be saying, yeah, it's the last thing in the world we need is another injury.
This is why I didn't
in that area just behind the striker.
This is why I didn't want to play these players who are just coming back from injury, because now we've re-injured them. And
you've got to give them minutes to get the fitness back up,
but no doubt there'll be the Johnson Outbrigade who will say, "Why is he playing these players?"
Oh yeah, but
there's
idiots in every walk of life.
No, I'm not going to call them idiots. I just think you can't just jump on the manager. He's got to play some players at the end of the day. If you want to, you've got to make it competitive. Oh, 2 substitutions, Doyle and Pritchard. So
Frederick Alves coming off. Do you think that's the decision that's being made to try and shore things up, with Doyle probably being viewed as a bit more solid than Frederick Alves?
Well, Alves has just come back from injury as well, hasn't he? Is he not? I'm sure Alves was injured as well. So Pritchard has come on for Giaco.
I know he got a knock at one of the games. I think it was Blackpool, but I swear he played after that. So.
And Alves is coming off for Doyle. So I think that's all substitutions made, isn't
it? Doyle, Pritchard,
McGeady, Pritchard, Serkin, O'Brien, and Doyle.
Yeah, bad. So with 20 minutes about 22, 23 minutes of normal time still be played. We have made all 5 substitutions.
So if any more injuries, I don't think we get a 6th substitution. I don't believe.
Unless there's a concussion. So if someone wants to come off, they're going to have to pretend they got a concussion.
Yeah. So Brian Halliday has says Alves has been injured. So anyway, it is with KK here on the right side of the pitch. He just plays it back to Dickey, who plays it inside to Che now. Just does a little spin on the ball and plays it over to the left.
He sat him down there, like.
Oh, for God's sake, man. And they've given the ball away. Sunderland are breaking with O'Brien. O'Brien goes past his man now. He's got 2 players on the inside. He gives it to McGeady now. McGeady has the ball on the left side of the penalty area. What's he going to do? He looks to play it in the near post. It's went past everybody. It's a great ball in. Stewart couldn't nick it at the front post. And it went to the back post. And I think Pritchard couldn't get at the back post. It's really good. It's a good counter-attack by Sunderland. We thought the pass was overplayed by O'Brien. McGeady plays it to the front post.
Oh, and it's O'Brien. He just doesn't quite shape his body around it to get his feet in the right place. Oh, and I think he would have scored that if he got a decent connection on it as well.
It's good. Probably the best bit of play we played in the second half, to be fair. QPR have launched the ball down the field. Sunderland have headed it back to Lee Birch, who so far has been okay. Expensive night, 3 injuries.
Put it on the live chat, yeah. It is 3 injuries. There is an.
You've just got to hope it's not. Costly. You've just got to hope it's not bad injuries. So,
Jeff Holcroft in the live chat says, "Smash the likes, please, for the 2 vans." So apparently that's what V's. The two V's means 128 likes, 150 if people watching. Would be great to hit 150 before the end of the stream. It's free to like if you wouldn't mind giving us that, hitting that thumbs up icon, giving us a like. See if we can get 150. Subscribe
as well. Subscribe. Even become a member if you want for less than 50 pence a month. That's why you'll see
£1.99 a month, less than 50 pence a week.
Yeah, 50 pence a week. I always get that wrong.
Just can't.
Yeah. Anyway, they're on the edge of our box here. With I believe that's Willock. Willock now goes down the right side, but 09 is keeping him company. He plays it back to Dickey, who looks to whip it in towards the middle, clear by Sunderland, but only as far as Abajaru, who plays it back to, I believe that's Amos. But the ref everyone just stopped there. Amos plays it back to De Vridges over to Garbett. No, it's Barbett, man, isn't it? Barbett, who gives it over to Dickey now. Dickey, they're just in their own half here. Dickey plays the ball down the right side and knocks it straight out of play for a Sunderland throw in. Kai did try and keep it in. He's flattened Serkin, and QPR are going to make a change. Number 2, KK is coming off for number 37, Adoma. So that's 71.5 minutes gone, and they've made a substitution. I thought KK has been okay. I think one of the.
And we've said his name a lot. So.
Yeah, he's been okay. He's been trying his best.
You could say KK was okay.
I hate you. I swear that your jokes are so bad, man. Come on, man. No wonder people are leaving.
Yeah, the viewers have just dropped by 25.
But yeah,
a further 10.
Wait, I think they're making 2 substitutions. So Adoma's come on, and number 21, Willock is off for. Who's that? For Duzzle. Is it Duzzle? And Andre Duzzle. That's a good name as well, isn't it? Andre Duzzle.
Gone for a Duzzle.
Oh God. Anyway, Sunderland are still waiting to take this throw in. I don't know what's going on here. The players just stopped.
Apparently, Colin Beaver only had 4 shots on target. That is quite a poor return from this evening. I know being focused on keeping QPR out of the game as opposed to doing our own, and they are in the division above, but I think we'd expect a little bit more than that. Jeff Brown says nearly decision time. First 5 penalty takers for Sunderland. We've got
to get there first. No point to take decide on who's going to take pens because we might not get there anyway. Sunderland have the ball here with Aidan McGeady. Aidan McGeady with some nice footwork. Sunderland just playing it round in too close to their box, I would say here.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Serkin has cleared the ball. It was nice, but we've given it straight to QPR. QPR had the ball forward. Luke O'Neill heads the ball forward to Pritchard. Pritchard with some lovely footwork. Now he dozzles past 2 players. See what I've done there? He dozzled past 2 players. And Sunderland have the ball with Winchester on the right side now. He gives it back.
He made him look like a right mug.
He did. He really, really did. Sunderland have the ball with Doyle. I forgot Doyle was on the pitch.
You're a Doyle.
Doyle is Serkin. No, I'm fat. Get it right.
You said it, not me.
Serkin back to Doyle. 73.5 minutes gone here. Doyle switches the play over to the right side where he finds Aidan O'Brien. No, it's Winchester, I think. Winchester's shirt. Winchester is fouled, and it's a free kick to Sunderland, and Obajayo is fouled him. Mad Mackham, member for 3 months, says we will win. I'll get the special Amsterdam cakes, lads.
Well, if we have another one of these games, we'll be returning to the Amsterdam studio more than likely. So Mad Mackham, you're more than welcome to come with us if you're gonna get the cakes in, especially for Dino. He loves cakes. According to his doctor.
Yeah. See, I can't believe he said that to me. I was so offended. No, I'm only kidding. He was
back sweaty, actually.
No, it's not. That's just your sweaty hand.
I don't have sweaty hands.
You liar. Anyway, the ball
Why have you been touching my hands like?
You've just touched us, eh? I felt a wet patch as soon as you touched us. Anyway, Jeng.
Back up, I was bed, a wet patch.
Jeng has played the ball upfield. It was lovely play there by, I don't know who that is, the QPR player on the left-hand side. He's just jinking in and out, and he's knocked the ball straight out of play for a Lee Burge goal kick. I think that was Dozzle. No, it was Dykes. Dykes with some really, really good feet there. And by the way, 75 minutes gone, we're back to the average commentator. Just Jeff Holcroft said it.
Chris J has said, so does this go to pens if it's a draw come full time? Yes, a draw at full time will mean it goes straight to penalties. But we're back in play now on the right-hand side. Winchester knocks it faulty. Aidan O'Brien on the halfway line. Try to play it forward pass, but it goes straight out. For is Sunderland throwing you up?
Brian Howley, look what I see. Dino has a wet patch. Jack touched him.
He does as well. Went everywhere. Anyway, we're back in play now. Ball goes into Ross Stewart. That was the comment in question, by the way. Who's dropped it off to Callum Doyle. Pritchard, lovely little ball, dinking into Aidan McGeady, coming into Sunderland, into QPR's box on the left-hand side. Ball goes across, but it is blocked again. Another time we've got into the box. And it's just that final delivery or that final touch isn't quite there.
To be fair, McGeady's final pass has been awful this season. I mean, some good. Pritchard's come on and he's making things happen. He's creating chances. And McGeady just maybe a bit slow there.
Yeah, I think he was a bit lethargic in getting that ball over. CONRAD Lee saying, not watching loads, but have we played all right and not embarrassed ourselves against championship opposition? I think we've been okay, to be honest. QPR probably been a slightly better team, but we've mainly kept them out and had a couple of chances of our own.
They haven't really created a lot this second half.
Sunderland corner, Aidan McGeady crosses and headed straight away. QPR get it cleared once more, only as far as Winchester, who has the ball run out. Sunderland throw in on the right-hand side. Winchester knocks it back to whoever that is. Ball goes towards the box, cleared away from the edge in a blue and white shirt, headed straight back in though by Bailey Wright. Bit of head tennis yet again as Luke O'Neill picks the ball up in the centre circle, dinks it out towards the left-hand side. Now it's with Aidan McGeady, who slips it into Alex Pritchard. First time ball back to Dennis Serkin, over to Aidan McGeady. Sunderland just about in the final third now, dinks the ball into the box, looking for O'Brien, who couldn't quite do it with it. Winchester lashes it, and when we say lashes it, we mean lashes it in just about out of the stadium.
To be fair with these substitutions, it's brought a little bit more life into the game. We seem to be creating a lot more chances. I mean, Pritchard's doing nice things. I mean, O'Brien done really well there. I think Winchester just snapped at that, didn't he?
Winchester's shirt. We've just perked up a little bit. We look a bit more energised and a bit more ready.
Yeah, anyway, if you're on the live stream, 181 watching, If you could smash the like button, we're 11 away from 150. That was the target at the start.
It was, and there's 182 people watching now. So if everyone gives like, we'll definitely get there. In fact, we'll surpass it. It is also free to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and you can watch all of our other lovely streams. A membership as well, only $1.99 a month if you like to do that. Completely voluntary. You will get a few little perks here and there. Less than 50 pence a week, but we aren't putting any pressure on
147.
Well spotted, Dino. Anyway, a throw in now to Sunderland. Winchester throws it short to that Dan Neil, I think. Knocks it back to Frederick Alves in the kind of right back area of the pitch in our own half. Alves swings it forward, ball goes over the halfway line, comes straight back at us though. O'Nien, good little foot in there as the ball goes back to Burge, who comes outside of his box to play it to Dennis Cirkin. Nice little sharp turn, bit of a hospital ball there, back to Callum Doyle, who couldn't quite get there. QPR have the ball in our final third, out on the right hand side. Cirkin goes over to block the cross if he can and prevent the QPR player from doing it. And he does very well. He makes up for his mistake there and he's out for it. Sunderland.
150 likes. Thank you very much. I'm going to give a round of applause.
Thank you very much, everyone. We've just received a dislike as well. So
151 technically. So thanks very much for everyone who liked the stream and everyone for tuning in.
Sunday, I was going to interrupt you there.
And I just took
Dan Neil made a couple of duff passes. I don't want to take him out, but because he has had a good season, but a couple of duff passes from Dan Neil tonight. Stop us attacking. QPR getting forward now, coming into our final third on the left hand side. Good tackle by Luke O'Nien, sends the ball away, and it'll be picked up on the halfway line out on their left hand side by a QPR defender. QPR with the ball in their own half now, just knocking it about, not much happening. Bit of pressure from Sunderland now as you do get a foot in, but QPR get the ball back.
Oh, someone's spoilers.
Anyway, well, very awkward few seconds there. Not a lot was really happening, but it's out for a QPR corner. This happens sometimes in the game. We just got nothing to really say. Yeah,
it's a corner to QPR. I mean, we're just trying to grind this out now, aren't we? We are. It looks like we are trying to get the pens.
Yeah, corner to QPR out on their right-hand side. Plenty players packed in the box. Ball gets swung in. It's punched away by Lee Burge, only as far as a player about 30 yards from goal. It's going to look to come back in towards the box now. Head away by Luke O'Nien. Taken down by a QPR player who works his way into the box. Cuts inside. Saved by Burge. But there's a rebound and the ball's in the back of the net and the referee's given it and it looks it's a QPR goal. It's Adora in the end who converts to QPR. We did get the corner cleared. It came back in a few times and we never quite got it fully away.
The
linesman's flag is up. Not to worry. Nobody fear. Dino Welgott is here. And, with 10 minutes left, I think we were all just trying to see the game out, get to the end of the game and try and win it on penalties. Bit of a disappointment there, but Dino's been disallowed.
Is that for offside?
I must say, I did think at first he was offside.
So Burge punches it away. Go on, you do the comedy, mate.
Burge punches it away. It comes out towards the edge of the box on the right-hand side. The ball comes back in. There's a player and majorly in an offside position who then does get a touch on it, sends it to another player. O'Nien goes down. The ball comes into the box. It's saved. Now, that player... So the actual goal scorer is well onside. I think Cirkin kept him on there. But it's when the ball initially came out, that player was in an offside. So very well spotted by the linesman.
But he's not interfering play until he goes to the edge of the box. So does that count? Because he wasn't interfering play.
Well, the linesman's put his flag.
I'm glad he has, but that looked a bit. I didn't know. I think that's the wrong decision.
Looks like the right one to me.
You're the referee. So...
I am. But anyway. The goal's been disallowed, and that's all I'm bothered about. Throw in to Sunderland, then out on the right-hand side in QPR's half. Winchester knocks it back to Bailey Wright. Now it's Callum Doyle. Bailey Wright, the right centre-back, who plays it forward and wide to Winchester. Back to Bailey Wright, who is under a bit of pressure now, and it gets put under a tiny bit of pressure by a QPR forward and just completely...
Who was that?
Buckles on Bailey Wright, completely buckles under the pressure and just kicks out for a throw-in.
It's all throw-in.
I mean, even still, he made a right hash of that.
The thing is, I think Bailey Wright's lost a lot of confidence for the simple fact that he's just not getting his game anymore. He was the big man, wasn't he? He was the big man on campus playing every week, and now he can't even get in over Flanagan. So I think
it's his own performances though. He's every time he comes in the team, he seems to make a pretty costly mistake. Sunderland with the ball out on the right hand side. Then a lot of pressure from the QPR players. However, though, can we try and work this into the box? The ball goes towards the corner flag. 2 QPR players trying to prevent the ball from coming in, but it's a corner kick has been given as the ball goes out. Linesman and referee seem to be disagreeing there. I think I'm not sure. A few of the QPR players who went over have a word with the referee. Not sure what that is about. 82 minutes 36 seconds on the clock. It is QPR 0, Sunderland 0. The only time the ball went in the back of the net was from a Dormer a few minutes ago, but it was disallowed for offside in the build-up. Corner kick to Sunderland then. Out on our right-hand side. It's going to be an outswinger. Not 100% sure who's taking that one. Looks as if it could be Winchester, of all places. Anyway, it does come in the box. It's flicked on by a QPR player away, and a blue and white shirt will retrieve the ball out on their right-hand side. It's their number 5 now. Sends it up the line, looking for the run of their player. But Lee Burge will get there first. Burge, bit of a risky ball there, coming in field while he's away from his line, and Sunderland do well. Luke O'Nien just about getting a foot in and winning a foul in the process, but a little bit risky from Burge.
That's the first. I would say that's the first mistake Burge has made in 83 minutes and a half. I mean, it's a bad kick, and they are making another substitution. Number 8 is coming off. Luke Amos for number 34, Stephen Duke McKenna. He's got 2 names.
Well, there's only one thing better than one name.
2.
That's true. Well done to Emma, who's been given a spanner. Welcome to the Spanner Club, the moderators clan, and congratulations on your promotion. I'm sure it's a very.
I think you should get. I think you should get a round of applause
for you and all of your family, and a massive congratulations.
The Spanner family
from the 2 V's on commentary tonight. Anyway, Sunderland getting forward now. Dan Neil, I think.
Is that Dan Neil or is that Luke O'Nien?
I'm not sure. Anyway,
that's a bad pass.
Pass that was meant to be played forward. It was too heavy. Out for a QPR throw in their kind of left back area.
So watch. Right. Oh no, that's a great save. That was a good save. I mean, that's not offside.
No, Dennis Serkin is almost certainly playing. I think that's Charlie Austin.
That is for me. That is the total wrong. Unless he's given for handball because he's pointing his arm. I don't know why that's been. If anyone can tell me why that's been disallowed, because I have no idea, and I think it's the total wrong call. That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm seeing anyway.
Well, you know,
I'm not going to complain, but I would be absolutely devastated if I was a QPR player because.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is hard to actually, because from that replay there, it looks as if it's for something that was after the alleged offside, if that makes sense.
Because he wasn't in play when the lad who was offside struck it. Because when the ball came in, he was offside, but didn't go near him, and then he went on the outside to the edge of the box, had the shot or took the player on or whatever. So when is he interfering in play? I mean,
because he did in the end swing it back into the box after only one touch of the ball.
Luke O'Nien is down as well. I mean, if that's another injury, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it'd be a very costly night. I mean, you know, Diaku
for Carabao Cup game.
Diaku Hume and who else was there as well?
Diaku Hume and
O'Nien could be one. I think there's been another one as well, was there not?
No, I think the other change was just like for like, wasn't it?
I mean, he was O'Nien next he was coming back on, but if Diaku's or Hume is injuries or anything serious, it's a big blow to the squad. Ball goes forward now. Then Aidan O'Brien on this right hand side picks the ball up, tries to work something. Winchester's got it now. Loads of QPR players getting over there, managing to pinch the ball back. Ball goes up the line only as far as Pritchard. O'Nien swings it over to Dennis Serkin now, just on the halfway line, trying to play the ball forward. He takes it over halfway. He's getting chased by Charlie Austin, who goes down. And Dennis Serkin wins a free kick. Good little run there from Serkin, beat a couple of players, sent Austin to the floor.
He's having a good game, to be fair.
Well, I think he's really improved recently, and I think Serkin was probably one of the only shining lights on Saturday.
I mean, he skips past one player, skips past another, and then comes out with the ball again, but the referee had already given the free kick, unfortunately. We do have some QPR fans in. Isaac Olask. Olzak, sorry.
Well, hello to all the QPR fans joining. We have 196 people watching the stream. Thank you to everyone who is tuning in. We hope you're enjoying the stream. We know it's not been the best due to the circumstances, but we're doing all we can. Ball swing at the box, headed away. Bit of head tennis inside QPR's box now. It falls to O'Nien on the edge, who couldn't quite do anything with it. Doyle has the ball, slips it into Lyndon Gooch. Gooch tried to drive it across goal, but the QPR player...
He's not even on the pitch.
Whoever it was. Oh, it was Ross Stewart. Well, watch it on a tiny screen, Dino. It's not that easy. Winchester now chasing the QPR player who's getting on the counter. Nice little turn. Winchester puts a good foot in it. It's out for a QPR throw-in out on the left-hand side. Hello to Preston Phillips too, Newcastle fan. Good to see we
I
are
don't know why there's a Newcastle
we
fan.
are living in your heads rent-free down here in the 3rd division. QPR passing the ball between themselves now. Dieng in the box. Dieng sending the ball long, goes over the halfway line, deep into our half, but Dennis Serkin's able to retrieve the ball, knocks it back to Lee Burge, who sends it long. Burge headed straight back by the QPR defender. Callum Doyle picks the ball up, takes it down well, slips into Alex Pritchard just ahead of him. Pritchard goes inside now to Ross Stewart. Stewart's got a couple of players in support, maybe not a perfect pass on. Lays it off to Winchester, who hits it just across goal, just wide of the post. Decent opportunity that from nothing, really, wasn't it?
I think the build-up was really well played between Pritchard and Stewart. Stewart picked out the right pass, and Winchester from about 25 yards out was looking for the bottom left-hand corner, and it just past the post. It's a good effort. I mean, we haven't had many efforts today, and it would have been lush if it went in the bottom corner. It
would have been. Colin B, used to our comical. Well, you must have a very low standard of humour then. As the goal kick is taken, flicked on by QPR forward, Winchester heads it away, taken down once again by a QPR player out on the left-hand side, swung into the box. O'Nien heads it away out for a QPR throwing out on the left-hand side. It was good build-up play. Doyle took the ball down really well. A few nice passes. I think Pritchard was involved, Ross Stewart as well. And
he's looking good. He's looking good today, like Pritchard, I must admit.
He is. He's had a few really nice touches, a few nice little first-time passes that have led to really nice areas. And I think he does deserve more first-time minutes he's been given. Throw-in taken shortly then towards the corner flag. QPR maybe going to try and force a corner or something like that from this. Oh, the ball goes out and the referee gives another throw in. Brian Halliday with a pretty fast. I think Burgess had a decent game tonight. Only really made that one mistake earlier on.
He wants to get back in the team, so he's got to work hard, dig down, and have some good performances.
Yeah, ball clear now, but the referee's given a free kick to Sunderland. Another throw-in came in, and it was on Winchester apparently.
We're heading towards penalties at the minute. It's 89.5 minutes gone. I mean, I'm not being funny when it comes to pens. I'm not looking at the comments because they're going to be 2 minutes ahead of us.
Yeah, if it does go to penalties, we'll just give a little pre-warning to everyone watching. I wouldn't sit and look at the comments because there'll be someone who streams ahead of ours and they'll spoil it for you because that's what happens because people are like that. Dennis Serkin heads it on. No Sunderland player could get the ball up. Goes back to Dieng on the edge of the 6-yard box. Goes over towards the QPR player situated at left back as we are approaching the 90. Oh, was it Adebayo?
Adebayo, you haven't mentioned him a lot.
Wait,
4 minutes of added time.
He's not been on the ball much. 4 minutes of added time there. Dino did just mention ball out on the left-hand side now for QPR. Ball goes into the box. Burge as well to get a hand on it. It comes just to the edge. Ball gets swung back in there, and Burge is able to pick the ball up, and that was two good saves from Burge there. Did well in the second one in particular. To pick the ball up.
He's for me so far. He's my man of the match, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Burge fan. He's really played really well. He's catching crosses. He's making decisions. He's made one mistake. That was the bad kick out, and he's doing really really well. And imagine if he makes some saves in the pens.
Well, he will be a hero. Long ball driven forward goes all the way over to Dieng. Regan Davis says, thanks for the coverage, lads. I'm in Australia, and the only way I can listen live this morning is you two. So thanks, lads. Well, thank you for tuning in, Regan. We're glad you've enjoyed the stream as well. Schmois is a QPR fan, but says you two have made my night such a good watch. Not looking forward to these pens, all lads. Well, thank you for tuning in.
Got to get there first. There's 4 minutes left.
We have to. We appreciate the kind words, of course. QPR back on the attack, balls into the box. Nice bit of play. O'Nien gets it clean. Yeah, thanks, Schmois, for those kind words. Of course, we would like to remind anyone watching, if you're a QPR fan, a Sunderland fan, not just anyone. 211 people watching. It is free to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and you can watch us all the time. Then how excellent is that? It's also free to like 158 likes. We have hit the 150 target, but if you'd like to give us a like and help us out for the 2 V's I'm coming in, that would be much appreciated. Memberships, of course, come from $1.99 a month, less than 50 pence a week. You get a few extra perks of that. No pressure, but if you'd like the options there. Corner came into the box long, but it went out for a Sunderland corner. More bad news. Another player down, supposedly injured. Ross Stewart is holding his shoulder.
Let's just hope he's time waste here.
It's just about as you took the words out of my mouth.
I know we go on about time wasting.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Like from a player's perspective, if you need to do it to get the result.
From now on, I'm going to stop whinging about time wasting because whenever teams do it to us, we all complain. But when we do it, everyone's happy. So from now on, I'm never going to complain about time wasting. It's not our job to complain. It's about the referee trying to cut it out. And if he is time wasting, fair enough. I'm all for it. I'd rather get a pen. I think this is going to be our best chance to get through. We've got some good penalty takers on the pitch, and it's all about pressure. Who's got the most bottle?
Yeah, I think taking a penalty isn't about who can like knock a ball in from 12 yards. I think it's about who's got the bottle and the nerve to like take one accurately and know you.
Because you know why, right? People at training can bang them in top court. I'm baffled by this school. I really am. But anyway, in training, people probably bang most of their penalties in.
You say Will Grigg was one of the best players in training. A couple of lads have mentioned how good Will Grigg was in training. Look at how he was.
Yeah. So when it comes to pressure situations, it's like that old saying, innit? You can be as good as you want in training, but when it comes in front of a crowd, you're just a beginner.
And that's what separates the men from the boys, isn't it, really? Colin B says, cracking streamers per YouTube. Good laugh. Don't know what that's about, but cheers. Thanks for tuning in, Colin, and thank you for the kind words. Martin McCassie as well. QPR fan, thanks for us. Not looking forward to possible penalties. If the game does go to penalties, we would just like to remind everyone that if you're looking at the live chat, then there's a good possibility that someone who is watching the stream just ahead of you might spoil it. So if you wouldn't let the goal spoil for yourself, just a quick reminder, we've seen it happen before, just to look away from the live chat until penalties is over for you. And if you are fortunate...
Well, we're away down the left side here. Aidan McGeady, what's he going to do? He has a shot! It's a great save! McGeady just nearly cancelled out penalties, and then a QPR player has just been wiped out by Ross Stewart. I mean, sorry for overtaking
No, it's fine.
But McGeady got into a position on the left side of the box, looks to shoot to the bottom right corner, and the keeper has made a really, really good save, a very important save that could have cancelled penalties out.
Yeah, but just to cut you as well, if you are fortunate enough to have a stream that is quite far ahead, please don't spoil it for everyone. But like we say, we advise everyone to keep your eyes away from the live chat. You can turn it off by going full screen. And clicking a certain button. It'll be different for what device you're on. So if you want to go full screen, that should take the live chat off for yourself, or maybe just look away and you can get these.
Corner on the last minute.
You can get these ugly mugs and these ugly mugs.
In this note,
not that one. Away from, but yes, a QPR corner
in the last minute. Well, we're over the added time now. So.
I mean, excellent performance, I think, really. Well, not excellent, but a very good performance, whatever happens.
Clean sheet.
I think I'm quite proud of the lads, regardless, even if this went in now. I think we've held our own against the side in the league above. Corner goes in from left-hand side, QPR headed away, though, only as far as the edge. Pritchard gets another flick, and not enough to take it away. Comes back out to the corner taker, who's cutting into the box, hits it, and it's foot away by Ross Stewart for another QPR corner. We have now played a full minute extra over the 90. Over the additional 4. Corner to be taken again from the same player. Dykes at the back post for QPR. Ball goes into the box, goes all the way through, over everyone, out for a throw-in on the other side, and the referee blows the full-time whistle. So the 90 minutes are over. It is finished. QPR 0, Sunderland 0, and we are heading to penalties. Dino, first and foremost, just very quickly on the whole, a decent 90 minutes from the lads already.
To be fair, there was a couple of times we could have probably nicked it. There was a couple of good crosses in, just players in. There's a bit there. Actually, there's some afters, yeah. Not certain. Bailey Wright and Austin having a few words together. But on the game, we did have a couple of odd chances. We just had a chance in the last minute there. Great save by the keeper. I mean, I'm proud of the lads. We're playing a championship team who beat Everton on penalties. So QPR have got the penalty experience in this competition. They have won against a Premier League team, but it's all about on the day. And every situation's different. No penalty's ever the same. We've done well. We've kept a clean sheet. We've created the odd chance here and there. And let's be fair, it wasn't that we played a strong team, but it's not the strongest team.
No.
And I think with the substitutions Johnson done, I think that really did. What do you call it? I really think the substitutions livened up a little bit.
They did. I think there was towards the second half. Well, in the second half, when we're making subs and we're changing it up and just probably resting legs at times. I do think it really helped us out, and I think we perked it a bit and we just had a bit more energy about us, and we actually got a couple of chances off the back of McGeady and Pritchard, I think, were the two in particular. Serkin as well had to come on in unexpected circumstances because of Hume's injury, and he did really well, to be fair.
Right. On penalties, what 5 you picking?
This is what I'm trying to work on also. I'm trying to cross out the players who were on the pitch and circle the substitutions who have come on. I've put a few little stars. That's me and you, the 2 stars.
2 V's. Put the V's next to it.
On the players who have came on. And I can see already, I think the 5 I would probably be expecting to take it would probably be McGeady, Corey Evans, Ross Stewart, Alex Pritchard, and Aidan O'Brien will probably be my 5.
This is what I'm getting. The vibes I'm getting is Aidan McGeady, Pritchard, O'Brien, Stewart, 09.
Sorry, yes, it's Corey Evans. Oh, yes, sorry.
Evans is off. McGeady's the captain now. He came on for...
Yes, my apologies, right.
And I'm thinking if it goes to 6, I think Daniel will step up. So I think it's either going to be Daniel or Luke 09 as one of the penalties. But I think McGeady, Pritchard, O'Brien and Stewart, because I've always said, if you're a striker and you don't take a penalty, you've bottled it. That should be your main...
See, I disagree, because I think taking a penalty isn't about you finishing a
Well, let's be fair.
It's about you bottling your nerve, and I think that a lot of the time comes down to which players are more experienced than others.
But the thing is, remember in the final where White didn't take a pen, but Lee Cattermole did? Or it was one of the strikers?
Yeah, but I think, to be honest, the penalty should be between that. Don't get us wrong. I'd be disappointed in McGeady, O'Brien and Pritchard. I think if they didn't all step up. As 3 quite senior players who are all in forward positions as well. But I think it's all about who's got the bottle on the night, really, hasn't it?
Right. What I want to say before we start, if you don't want to have it spoiled, do not look at the comments from now. I wouldn't. Just put your eyes down and just listen. Don't look at the comments. Don't even look at your screen. We'll try and describe it. Jack, I wouldn't even look at the screen.
Yeah, well, I've changed ours. So look away from us, or if you can, I would say deactivate your live chat from your screen as well. Because
do not look at the screen, whatever you do.
People will be ahead of us and people will be ahead of you. So people will spoil it if they can do.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the screen from now on. Everything's blocked out. I'm looking at...
No, I've changed it so that, there'll be that one as well.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't...
I'll tell you what, we'll just minimise it.
Just don't look at anything, mate.
No, it's fine. You can look up now. Yeah, and as well, if you are fortunate enough to be early enough on your stream to see it before the people, please don't spoil it for those who are still looking in the live chat. Because, it's not nice to have things spoiled for you. Anyway, QPR looking as if they're going to take their first penalty.
Charlie Austin.
How are we going to do this? Do you want to do the QPR penalties now, or the Sunderland penalties?
Yeah, go for it. Right, so Charlie Austin is stepping up now. It's Charlie Austin v Lee Burge. Can Lee Burge become a hero for Sunderland? I mean, he has saved pens in the past. He is capable. So let's see. Charlie Austin, very experienced ex-Premier League player.
I'll tell you what, I hope this penalty's over quickly because I already need a wee. I'm on my 3rd bottle of water already.
Just use the bottle, mate. Just go under the table. Right, Lee Burge v Charlie Austin. Brilliant. Charlie Austin steps up, hits it, saved by Lee Burge. He went to the right side. It wasn't even in the corner. Lee Burge saves the first penalty of the day. Well done, Lee Burge. Poor penalty. Well, you know what? There's no such thing as a poor penalty. Good save.
No, well, I think there's a bit of both. You get a better angle from me. I think it was quite a poor penalty because it's nowhere near the corner. But Lee Burge does do well the same.
But at the end of the day, you've got to go the right way. If you go right, go for it.
Anyway, that one's over. It's Aidan McGeady versus Senny Dieng. Aidan McGee with the captain's armband came on off the bench, steps up, right-footed into the back of the net towards the right-hand side of the goal, sends the keeper the wrong way. And on penalties, it is QPR 0, Sunderland 1. Both teams have taken a penalty. Well taken, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, right in the corner. Good penalty. Again, on Charlie Austin, if the keeper goes the wrong way, it's a good penalty. So there's no such thing as a bad penalty unless you sky it or go wide.
Well,
so anyway, Che.
I disagree.
Che, that's fair enough. It's all about opinions. Che is going to take the next penalty for QPR. Che will take this against Lee Burge.
I tell you what, I really hope he doesn't sit Lee Burge down.
I know. Come on, Burge. Right, Che steps up. Che runs up. Hits it there. He skied it! He skied it! It's when he ran for top left corner and he's put it over the bar. And Sunderland have a massive advantage now. Poor penalty.
The advantage is definitely in Sunderland's hands now. QPR have taken 2 penalties. Sunderland with the 1. QPR failed to score the first 2 penalties. Sunderland scored our first one. If we can score if Ross Stewart can convert from 12 yards on Sunderland's second penalty, we are massively likely, I think, to go through.
Again, if you're watching, don't look at the chat, whatever you do. Ross Stewart.
It's Ross Stewart, the Scotsman, against Senny Dieng. Stewart taking his run up from the edge of the box, lines up right-footed, fires it in the back of the net, hard and low. Dieng went the same way he did last time, and yet again got sent the wrong way. And after two teams have both taken 2 penalties, it is QPR 0, Sunderland 2.
That was a bad pen, but it's a good pen because it went in. He literally hit it just right of middle.
Yeah, I mean, if Dieng goes that way, he saved it, but he hasn't. He sent him the wrong way. And all I'm bothered about is that,
right.
We're
Dykes,
ahead. It's
Dykes up against Lee Burge now. Dykes with his right foot. He's waiting to run up to the ball. Come on, Burge, man, save it.
He saved this one, he's got the next one.
Right. Dykes runs up, hits it to the left, bottom left corner. Great pen. Burge went the right way, but he wasn't getting near that. It was a good pen. Good pen by Dykes.
Yeah, expertly taken there, really, wasn't it? Right into the corner. I think Burge does actually go the right way, but I don't think he's really going to get that, is he? I just would like to say there are 313 people watching. If you haven't already, please do give us a like. I'm not sure how many likes we're on, so I'm not going to have a look and see what's in the live chat. But it is free to like, it's free to subscribe. If you haven't done those things, it'd be massively appreciated by everyone here. Alex Pritchard then to take this penalty for Sunderland. He came on as a substitute. I think we both agree on a really positive impact on the game. Runs up, right-footed, hits it into the back of the net. The keeper was more or less route to the spot there, really. Didn't seem to move much.
He tried to put him off. He was bouncing on his line like a Jersey Dudek in the Champions League final, and Pritchard just shows him up. To me, that's very close, actually. That wasn't as far as the corner as I thought.
And you can see Pritchard knows he's relieved there. But unless this penalty is scored, Sunderland have won the penalty shootout.
Ooh, who's this? The next round. Who is this? I think this is Barbet. I think Barbet, the defender, is taking this next one. I believe that is number 6. Is that right?
I believe it's pronounced Barbet.
Barbet. I think this is Barbet.
He's a Barbie girl living in the Barbie world.
Left-footed penalty taker. Barbet steps up. It's Lee Burge. Barbet scores it! Get in! He's went high and wide. Barbet. Is that Barbet? I can't tell, but the QPR, it doesn't matter. QPR, if them are some terrible penalties.
I mean, from both sets of teams, neither of them were convincing, but that doesn't matter. After 90 minutes of football, the game ended 0-0. Sunderland have won 3-1 on penalties in the end, I think it was. I'm not bothered. We're in the next round. Dino, pleased?
Yes, I mean, clean sheets. We've played very, very well. I mean, that is Barbet, the defender. He's absolutely rock. I don't know who's someone's ringing us. I don't know. Oh, it's Conrad. Conrad. How dare you ring me? How dare you ring me? And don't forget, you'll be charged because I'm in Amsterdam. So, or I might charge me, I don't know. But some of the penalties there were woeful. QPR missed 2 of theirs, didn't even hit the target. I mean, that's just, it's a win. We're through to the next round. I mean, people will say that. People will say that we don't want to be in the cup, but you know what?
Oh, do you know what it is? It's at the very least, if it's going to be that taxing, you can always just sit your second string on under 23s out. And you look at tonight.
Who's in the next round, by the way? Like, who could we get?
Well, I think we were the lowest ranked side in this round. QPR were the 3rd lowest. So I think there are a lot. Conrad's now ringing me as well. It's very irresponsible of me. Should know this. So I think a lot of Premier League types, type teams are in. I think a lot of Premier League teams are in the next round.
James Pickering says, I know he's died. He plays for someone who doesn't want to play Liverpool or Arsenal or Chelsea.
Well, I mean, this is something we can probably talk about on Thursday or on Sunday night as well. We'll get onto that later on. We'll talk about the game for tonight very quickly. We have got 297 people watching, so if you'd like to stay tuned in for another 5 minutes or so, we'll just quickly go through what we thought of the game. 189 likes as well. If you wouldn't mind, just give us a little thumbs up. It is free to do, so subscribing is free as well.
First of all, man of the match. Say it.
I am tempted to give it a Lee Burge. I think there was only really one mistake I can recall the entire night, and that was when he played the ball out when he was away from his line quite irresponsibly, when he should have just sent it longer up the line. Made a few decent saves at the game, and of course, did he make any saves for the penalty? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he made the first one.
He made a save. So, do you know what it is, right? I've given him a lot of criticism when he hasn't played very well. I'd give it a Lee Burge.
Yeah, Lee Burge, 100% made the saves when he needed to be. People say it was what do you call it? Routine saves, but at the end of the day, no saves are routine save because I've seen them go in before. So I'm happy enough. Lee Burge, man of the match for me. And you know what? QPR will be a bit miffed because I still want to know what that goal was disallowed for, because I don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe QPR have been robbed there a little bit. I mean, I would feel robbed because I didn't see anything
there
wrong
might
with
have been, but we sat here on, the last Sunday bunch and we spent half an hour talking about the referee performance we experienced against Charlton, and I know.
The referee decisions in that game didn't down to the goal. That was a goal disallowed by the referee.
No, but equally, I think it swings and roundabouts, and we'll see what this goal was disallowed for, and I'm sure it'll come out on Twitter and things like that, whether it was disallowed rightly or wrongly. But I think that's probably a discussion for another day, because at the minute we don't even know what it was disallowed for.
Yeah, it was a strange decision. I'm glad it didn't count, but I would be miffed because I didn't see anything wrong with it. But I think you reckon it's time to wrap it up? I mean, there's people saying cheesy chips on Wembley Way. I mean,
I just think because I've got so many people still tuned in, we may as well have a bit more.
I know, but it's getting a bit late, Go
on then.
Van der Philly needs to go home.
Yes. Well, Van der Philly needs to go back to his home. And of course, we've got a ferry to catch back to sunny Sunderland tomorrow morning. But yeah, I think overall a good performance from the lads tonight. We're kept out at the side of the league above largely for 90 minutes, had a few chances here and there, ended up taking their penalties. And we won on penalties, of course.
Is CAFC Charlton Athletic Football Club?
Yes, it is.
Living rent free in their heads as apparently
Jack
as well.
Hartland has decided to come on as well, and we're higher than you in the league. You might have beat us, but whatever.
Stay a bit longer.
In the next round of the cup.
What does that stay a bit longer? I had a video from QPR.
Go on then. We'll talk about the game for a couple of minutes. So I just think tonight, we largely kept them out. They could have had a lot more chances. They're in the league above. They probably had a fairly, strengthened team out, and yeah, I think on the whole it was a decent performance.
Yeah, I mean, standout performances. I mean, no one really shot. I mean, when Pritchard come on, he just really he done really well.
Changed the game. It was those little first time passes he was playing and finding players that. We struggled tonight, I think, with our distribution going forward into the final third. Our passing was, I think Dan Neil played a few sloppy passes, 09 obviously can be prone to that as well. And we never really seem to kind of just swiftly move the ball about. Mark McCuskey, thanks for tuning in, of course, as a QPR fan. These things happen in football, but we're in the direction, only joking. But no, thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I think Pritchard came on and just helped us play slick football a little bit more.
Yeah. The only thing I'm a bit miffed at is the injuries we've sustained. Denver Hume went off with an injury. I'm sure there was a couple of Giardi went off with an injury. I mean, that could cost me, because if they're bad injuries, I mean, it's not good for the season, because at the end of the day, the league is what we need to concentrate on, and playing players like that. I know they need match fitness, but that was a very competitive game, and it was always going to be against a championship team. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a bit. That's the only thing I'm a bit disappointed about is the what do you call it? The injuries.
Yeah, it puts a little bit of a mark on what's been a really good night. Really beating the side in the league above, keeping a clean sheet as well, and as well, I think a psychological confidence advantage of winning on penalties. It'll do the lads a lot of good to just believe in themselves a little bit more going forward. Losing a penalty shootout can really break a lot of teams.
I mean, them penalties were some of the worst penalties I've ever seen, to be fair. I mean, that was.
Yeah, I mean, we aren't going to pretend that either team took the penalties particularly well, but we got there in the end. I think for me, the most important thing I'm picking out of tonight isn't the next round or isn't anything like that. It's the performance tonight. Let's be fair, a mixture of lads who, play a lot in the first team and lads who would ordinarily be on the bench. And I think as a side, we played strong tonight, and I think we really competed with a team that are in the league above us.
Yeah, we did.
And as well, not just any old team, a team at 7th in the league.
They're not like a bad championship team. They're a going for promotion championship team. So I mean, you've got to take the positives. You've got to really take the point, and I think we've done really well to even just battle with QPR. People might say, "Oh, it was a second string team," but it's still a championship team. Your team is your full squad, not just the first 11 who plays every week. You've got to have championship standard players in your whole squad. I don't know what's going on with this video.
I believe we are due to be sent a video from Philly over in the UK of Jacob, I think, at the game. But I'm not sure. We're going to stay on for a few more minutes and see what happens. Kale Watson has said Stoke or Brentford at home, please. Would you like a game either that we've got a decent chance of progressing at the next round, such as someone who's slightly lower down, I'll get that, or a side where it's Liverpool, it's Arsenal, it's City home.
You know,
which
you know what? You know what? I wouldn't mind a away trip to a Man United or a Man City or an Arsenal. I think the fans deserve a big, because like you see, we haven't played any of these teams for a long time. I mean, everyone wants a big team, don't they?
Yeah, well,
I just want to see how the lads would stack up against a big team.
I think I'm kind of, you know, what I've said so far in the cup is I want to stay in the cup because I think it's good minutes for the lads who are
every ordinarily
wouldn't get on. But now I think we've got to a certain point. We've got the FA Cup starting. We're in the next round of the Papa Johns as well. Where I think, do you know what it is? If we get a big side like an Arsenal, Liverpool, or a Man City, and we get knocked out, we get thumped up, we have a good day out, then we can hold our heads high.
Home our way, would you want?
Well, seeing as I will be able to go to this one, wasn't it? We'll go tonight. I would like, you know, an away day to an Anfield or an Etihad or somewhere like that.
Anyway, John Hensel has donated £5 for the super sticker. Thank you very much. It's all appreciated. Thank you very much.
Yes, we are going to be joined by Jacob Kirkbride down south. Jacob, take it away.
Next taker for QPR, defender Johan Barbet. And I think he's got a score. The maths are all over the place at the moment. Can't take it. Come on, believers!
There we go. Thank you for our southern correspondent, Jacob Kirkbride. Very happy down at the game, of course, recording it on his potato.
That quality was, I've never seen quality like that since the 90s.
If you see that video, it goes like a quality.
like a quality.
Yeah, that's before he says happy days, isn't it?
No, time to get.
Yeah,
that's it. But anyway, I think we are going to call that a day.
Yes, we'll be talking about this game, the next round, and everything else related to tonight and Sunderland FC in general on Thursday night. I'm not sure what the lineup will be, but all the usual folk will be on there, of course. Make sure to tune in on Thursday live at 7 p.m. Just quickly, one more mention. We've got 161 people watching. You know what's coming next. How many likes are we on? We are on 209 likes. Thank you to everyone who did. Like, that is an astounding number. But one last time, if you haven't already, please do give us a like. It's free to do so. It's also free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and you won't miss any of our streams or videos in the future. If you'd like to gain extra access, extra content as well, it's $1.99 a month to become a member. It's less than 50 pence a week. All proceeds go towards helping us run the channel, improving things here and there. And of course, one last little thing to mention, we have got our own merchandise now. You can buy mugs. There's another mug on there. You can buy KEYRINGS, and of course, modelled by the lovely Kaza, you can buy SAFC Fan TV t-shirts, all at a fairly reasonable price, I think. There's a link in the description. And if you'd like to get them slightly cheaper without paying the delivery charge, you can buy them by the mugs in the Wheat Chief at one of the Wheat.
Phil's a mug in the Wheat Chief, is he?
He is. 2 mugs in the Wheat Chief. You can buy from Wheat Chief at the Wheat.
The Wheat Chief at the Wheat Chief.
From Wheat at the Wheat Chief on his pre-match show, which he does before every home game. Well, every Saturday home game, and then some midweek games, I do believe. But thank you to everyone who's joined us tonight. It's not been the easiest stream. We've struggled.
I think second half was a lot better than the first.
Yeah, but we had a lot of technical difficulties.
Yeah, but you know, the trusty phone is always the trusty.
The trusty phone and the trusty 2Vs. We did it in the end. We got there with the help of our not so helpful producer, Vander Philly. Much better than the one we've got at home, Wee Philly. But Dino, have you got any words for everyone?
No, just thanks for tuning in as normal, and join me on Thursday. I don't think I'll be on, but join the lads on a Thursday to hear about the game and more things coming, all Sunderland, and bring on the next league game.
Yes, thank you everyone for watching. For myself, Jack Dodds, and from Dino Eldar, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Take care, and the scout.